What's new, Scooby-Doo? What's new is me wanting to fucking spar with my ISP. Our internet lately has just drops out with no reason. No explanation. We just lose connection. Nothing happens. Just the router's like, hey, you don't have an IP address. Go fuck yourself. And it's so annoying. So now all of that discussion is down the drain because I'm not posting 2 of the same balisong again, or same live stream again. Mine also dropped out in a very weird way at the same time your stream dies. Really? Do you have Xfinity? I don't have Xfinity actually. Okay, let me... Okay. That's the second time that something has interrupted the stream while I'm talking about Glidr. That is the second time that that's happened. Anyway, Titanium Tuesday. Basically, my whole point is Squid has... If you're going to say, oh, Glidr has their design language, that's all well and good. Squid also has a design language. You can see it in all of their products. They have this similar design language, whether it be the hole or the rounded cutouts that carry across on their blades, but like they all look different, yet they all look like they're Squid products. And I would love to see Glidr start doing the same thing. Instead of making all of their balisongs have the same exact Tonto blade, same exact profile. I bet they don't even change the machining on it. I want to see something different. Or at the very least, if they don't want to change their profile, like if they don't want it a Tonto, if they want to make everything Tonto, then change the blade on the Arctic or the Antarctic, because they're the same exact part number. They're the same exact thing. Dimensions, machining, all of that. It's the same thing. So let's see it. Let's see them return to form. Not return to form. Let's see them kind of branch out again like they had so long ago with the OG4, with the... Where is it? The Sahara. The Sahara had a pretty different blade. I mean, they're still like the same, but just give us different blades, right? If you're going to push the Antarctic so hard, separate it into its own little thing. And then these things, obviously, for the sake of the VOD, since the stream got cut off, I'm excited to see how this thing works. If it matters what holes you put it into, if it matters, if it changes the balance, if it changes the weight, or if it changes how they carry momentum based on where you put the weights or how many you put in. I think it'll be really cool to see. Titanium Antarctic is going to be great because it'll help with the denting issues that cause old Arctics and old Antarctics to stop working when they dent too much. And yeah, the Sahara V2 is in development. I am hoping that it just looks a little different. Is it just my eyes, or does the Everest blade not slightly increase in size as it goes towards the tip? Nah, this is a job for GIMP. This is a job for a bit more complicated of an editing software. Oh, it's all the same as the background. God damn it. Oh, for fuck's sakes. Why did that not work? Select. Select? Why is this not working? There we go. Does it? Holy shit, it does. Look at the box. So the box right there is right on the edge, and then down here it's not. Good eyes, Brandon. I didn't even notice that. So it is slightly different. Unless that's just the angle of it. Like, could it just be the angle that I got it captured at? Although no, if that were the case, it should still form a straight line. I guess it is slightly different. But you see what I'm saying, though. It just looks like an Arctic blade if they just punched out the hole cutouts in an Arctic. The Lego balisong would be pretty cool. What blade shape would you want on a Glidr balisong if you had the choice? I would want to see something that's still... I would still want them to retain their design language. I would want them to still be Tonto, but I want to see just a different, like, shape. Kind of like the... I don't have the Nemesis on me, but the Nemesis is kind of like that almost Tonto-like shape, but it's kind of, like, pointed in different directions, and it has a curve at the end. I would love to see them experiment with, like, a straight back and then into, like, a curve up here or something. Or just something that isn't trapezoid. Officially working on the Lego balisong, you flipped at Blade Show. I'm fixing the tolerances in the V2s. Are you also making it a bit safer and not weighing it down with nails? That's all. Okay, actually, no. That's also a pretty important announcement to make. Or, not important announcement to make, but that's a pretty good, huge thing to go over. Not only are we getting... Okay, so yeah, this totally has different... Yeah, it totally flares out at the top. That's interesting. I didn't know that. But not only are we getting 30 Prismas every week from Machine-Wise, but we are also getting bi-weekly Seraph drops of 30 as well. How insane is that? 30... So essentially what we're getting is 30 Prismas and 15 Seraphs a week. Does any of y'all's microwaves make the Wi-Fi cut out? No, not mine, but they can. You can get interference depending on where your microwave is placed or how well it's insulated from the microwaves getting out, or there's a whole ton of different factors at play there. I have no idea how two guys are going to push out nearly 200 balisongs a month. I believe it after hearing Machine-Wise talk about his process while we hung out with him at Blade. Like, he said, and especially how well he's been doing since, he's been pushing out Prismas. He said, like, Prisma machining time is like what did he say in Will's video? Didn't he say that in Will's video? How long it takes to machine a Prisma, and it wasn't it like 20 minutes or something? $20 minutes. Yeah, okay. I knew I wasn't crazy for thinking that. Never heard of the US, people in the US having that. when I was at Ty's, when I was hanging out with Ty in Florida, that happened. The Wi-Fi, it wouldn't cut out, but the Wi-Fi would get significantly weaker every time the microwave turned on. I am so excited for Machine Wise to start selling. He's got the Seraph drop that went live today. He's got the Prismas going live early next week, he said in his post. Like, he is about to start killing it in a way that we haven't seen someone kill it since Squid, the rise of Squid. Not 20 minutes to completely make a Prisma. Yeah. But still, that's impressive. That is impressively short to get a batch of handles out. The sound is absolutely not worthy. It's insane. The sound on the Prisma is so good. I had an involuntary reaction of like pogging every time I closed the Prisma and it did the little ding sound. And then Ty put Kanto oil in it and it dinged every single time you even like looked at it. It was so sick. I would not mind getting a Raken trainer and handle swapping my Damascus. I probably wouldn't because I like the matte handles, but that's an idea. That is sure an idea. Purple Prisma, I would imagine... I know he's doing a bunch of different colors. I'd imagine purple would be on the table, considering Squid can do it, but I don't know. I don't speak for Machine Wise when I say that, but... I think it's possible. Would you get a Prisma or a Kraken trainer? I would definitely get a Prisma over a Kraken trainer. On Thursday, I'm going to be a grip for something that's going on TV for the first time. Hey, nice banana. One purple, one teal. I don't think he can do teal. I think he, because Ty asked him about that, and he was like, our anodizing shop does not do teal. Happy early birthday, Judah. I have heard of them, Iwa, and I've tried them, and I don't really think... I'm gonna be completely honest, the change in the balance was not worth the I don't know how much hourglass blades are, but I don't think it's super worth the price. Because it still, in my eyes, did not bring it up to a live blade Kraken. Plus, you're losing a bunch of tolerances. The one that I flipped did not have great tolerances at all. Did the Prismas drop next week, or did I hear that wrong? According to Machine Wise's latest post, he's looking to have them out next week. Directly quoting from his site, it's looking like Prismas will happen early next week. Really? I was thinking about buying one. I mean, it's definitely good. I just... It definitely... I remember thinking, wow, I would never buy one of these. For me, personally, it did not change the experience of the Raken enough to warrant purchasing it, especially since it's just a blade. Your mileage may vary, but that was my experience. Have you tried a pony? I have. It is it's a gimmicky balisong for sure. It is a gimmicky balisong for sure. And I still prefer the Tay Flipper and the Cycloid vastly. Prismas are really light, though, so if you're looking for something to top the knot, best bet is probably Prisma. I think even the Vortex. I think even the Vortex beats the Nautilus, to be completely honest with you. Getting distracted. Have a good night, Ty. Have you tried the swordfish? Yes, I've tried the swordfish. What up, Thick Flips? If I was going to get a plastic bally, it would be a Tay Flipper because I like big. Yep, the Tay Flipper is definitely the way to go if you like big balisongs. Do you have a cutoff date to when I could send you the Lego one? A cutoff date? Thoughts on Will's poll today? I follow so many people. I would have to be reminded of what the poll was. Let me look at it really quick. Oh, this. What are you trying to say, Brandon? What if... I think it's a pretty cool poll. Unfortunately, I had to go with yes, I would go, but I can't afford to travel or get a room because Blade Show, but like... Was the weirdest bally you flipped? Definitely the Hybel Knives Titanium Trainer. Or those, like, abomination one-off balisongs that people make, like the Rebladed Lucha. Or the... like the Megalodon. What are you flipping right now? I'm flipping a Vortex. Literally no plans, just something he was brainstorming, and then we decided to talk after he made the poll. I think it's a great idea. I think it's an amazing idea of skill toy convention, specifically a skill toy convention, because I think a balisong convention is just a glorified way of saying a meetup, and people have meetups all the time. A skill toy convention in general, while the balisong people would probably be the dominant force, and that's the way it would have to be considering we're the ones with the knives, I think it'd be really cool. I know there was like Cardistry Con a few weeks ago, or actually like just recently, that Worry Bricks was a huge part of. But as far as I know, there's not like any dedicated cons for something like kendama, pen spinning, beglery. I mean, Worry Bricks kind of falls in with Cardistry, so I guess I'd count that. I would love to know the results of this poll, because when I voted, I believe it was like 57% on the second one. But since Instagram is so absolutely dog shit on desktop, I physically can't. What is cardistry? Cardistry. That's the art of manipulating a stack of cards. Kind of the best way I can put it. So that's shit like this. Nope, not nerds marketing a wallet that I don't care about. That's like this stuff. Flipping a Vortex, yeah. $32 for the first option, $50 for the second, $2 for the third, $7 for the fourth. Really? 2% aren't interested and 7% want a knife-only show? Interesting. Oh, 59%. My bad, my bad. 32, 59, 2, 7. Yeah, that makes sense. I think that makes sense. In my head, at least. But I don't know. I would have kind of thought... Although I guess, no, that's how it is. I don't know why... I get why people would prefer a knife-specific show, but I don't know many balisong flippers that wouldn't want to meet up with other balisong flippers. And would prefer just knives. Those are like your knife guys that also got into balisongs because they like knives. Which... I'm the opposite, because I am a balisong guy that got into knives because I like balisongs. I got my new EDC. The Spyderco Tenacious. It's a pretty big and very sharp knife. This thing is This thing is intimidating, I'm not gonna lie. It's a lot bigger than I thought. And it's very, very, very sharp. Balisong is the absolute medium between badass and dorky and nerdy. Oh, for sure. It's half badass until you see the people that are flipping. Like me, or like a bunch of other people in this community that look... like me and are just like super nerdy. So hard. Running that thing would be a huge uphill battle. Oh, I would rather do anything else than run a convention in my life. Are you kidding me? Yeah, it's so much work. That sounds like a nightmare. And with the balisong community, you'd have to run around policing. Like, that was already your job at Blade Show, and it already sucked. Now imagine doing that, like, tenfold. Running around getting people to behave properly. Because for some reason, the balisong community doesn't understand that we own knives and we shouldn't be throwing them around like idiots. How's your NEM doing since I got it back? A lot of play, no tap. Which kind of seems to be the MO of NRB. It looks thin. I mean, it's a folder pocket knife. It's kind of supposed to be thin. It's structurally sound. Like, there's no flex in it or anything, so... But yeah, it's good. It's a nice, cheap little EDC that I can carry around without worrying about this being... scaring someone or being taken by the police because they don't know what it is, or just all sorts of things that can go wrong flipping a live blade balisong in a state where they have only just recently been legalized. Have you tried a Koenig? No, I haven't. The Koenig is the one knife that I really need to try so that I can properly give opinions on. I've had a bunch of people reach out, like Machine Wise reached out and asked if I wanted to borrow his, which was super kind. And I was super, super, like, appreciative of him reaching out and offering. But I'm just not comfortable having people send me their personal balisongs. Specifically just because what happened with Ty. Ty sent someone his balisong and it got lost in the mail. And I don't want that to happen to one of my viewers sending me a balisong. I don't want you losing your precious balisong in the mail. Not even because I would take fault for that. I don't care. But like if it got lost in the mail on the way back from me, I would take fault for that for sure. But that's not what I'm concerned about. I'm concerned about my my viewers losing their beloved knives. He offered to tune mine as well, but I think I'm going to keep as is for now. Yeah, I kind of recommend that you do send it back to him. Although, quite honestly, like, as appreciative as I am that NRB tuned it for me and fixed it, I think you would have a lot better of a time just sending it to a modder and getting it down to like very little play. So you want to keep that. If you want to keep the Nemesis, I highly recommend sending it to a modder to get actually properly fixed. What up, culprit? What's the new glider announcement? It is a barrel spacer and a titanium Antarctic. What happened with the Nemesis? I got it and it had tap after I dropped it once. I sent it back to NRB and it's fixed now. How long has Celester been flipping? Ty's been flipping since, I'd say seriously, since like December or January. Fairly new to flipping and got lucky to get an M on drop, so some things are just not my first thoughts. Yeah, get it sent to a modder. You'd have to pay for it, which is a bit unfortunate, but if you also want to get it like anodized or something, just have it be a part of the work that they do. That could work. If you want to get it fixed for free, NRB can tune it, and it is fixed. I've dropped mine plenty of times in concrete, and it still doesn't have tap, but it still has a lot of play. So if you want to get rid of play, then have a modder fix it. Get an ano and tuning 2-in-1. That's my plan. That is my plan. In fact, I'm gonna reach out to the guy that I'm planning to send my Nemesis to and see if he tunes balisongs. Are you able to scissor? No, I'm not. I'm trying to learn, but I can't. Yes, modding my Nemesis is in the plans. Unless the Hydro comes out in the next 2 weeks, modding the Nemesis is certainly going to happen. What up, Derek? We go back to sleep. Have a good night. Have a good sleep, Leo. What's the best chicken sandwich? I've been really enjoying Popeye's chicken lately. Popeye's is a pretty good sandwich. So Lair Flare did an ano for me. That's who I'm planning on sending it to. I'm going to reach out to him and see if he does tunings as well. What mods are you trying to get for your Nemesis? Anos. Anos and a tuning. A fresh tune. But like an actual tune. Like very little play, very little tap. Or very little play, no tap. As opposed to what it is right now, which is borderline tap, but no tap, and a lot of play. What's your favorite balisong? Currently, it's a Kraken. Raken. Have you seen the new balisong flipping video? The title is Are Clones Better? And the 30-second clip is him just flipping a clone, and then at the end he says not really and throws it. Balisong flipping admitted that clones aren't better than the actual thing. I don't even believe that that's true. Ah, Brandon, that sucks. How does a Krake trainer compare? It's different, and I think it's worse. But it's still good. I vastly prefer the Live Blade Kraken. I vastly prefer the Live Blade Kraken to the Kraken trainer, but the Kraken trainer is still good. Yeah, damn, Brandon. Damn, Brandon. Looks like you have to hang out with us now. No, that actually does suck. I hope it actually happens. Hopefully it's not just corporate speak for, ooh, this is a bad idea. Maybe we shouldn't do this. But I doubt that's what it is. That was exactly the topic of the stream earlier, Bankai. Exactly what we were talking about. Would you buy a custom bally? Depending on what it is, sure. I'd buy any bally if it's good enough. You bought the Monarch V2 clone? You do you, dog. It's your money. What up, Cameron? That's a good idea, Brandon. Because I assume the Nautilus V2 review is going, a heavy part of it is going to be like, did this fix the issues of the V1? Kraken trainer or squid trainer? Kraken trainer all the way. Even with my squid trainer's bushings, I think the Kraken trainer beats it. What's your favorite type of food? I like any food that I can eat. But mostly like beef-based things. Truthfully, my opinion as for right now on paper is if you have a V1, the V2 isn't worth upgrading to. But if the V1 has a ton of issues, obviously that isn't valid. Yeah, I mean, my kind of thought, like, everyone always comes in and asks, is the Not V2 better than the Not V1? And I always say, if you don't like the Not V1, you're not going to like the Not V2. The Not V2 doesn't fix any of the core issues of the Nautilus that are outside of QC. So if you don't like the balance of a Nautilus, if you don't like the weight of a Nautilus, you're not going to like a V2. The Squid Trainer balance is off then? No, the Squid Trainer actually has a better balance in my eyes than the Kraken Trainer. But the Kraken Trainer is just built better and just feels better. It has better grip, it has better texturing, it has better machining all around. Slightly worse balance, but I honestly would take that hit because it just feels better in the hand. Someone stole it. How did someone steal it? It is also the weight life. The Squid Trainer is just heavier, and I prefer lighter balisongs. Had my Squid Trainer for a week now, and it just got a stiff handle. I followed all Squid tutorials on how to fix it, and none of them work. And it has falling out pins. Falling out pins, dude. It's the Nautilus and the falling out pins that Squid seems to just be having issues with lately. So incredibly disappointed. I am sorry to hear that. What up, Pireless? Yeah, that's disappointing, Bear. I'm sorry to hear that. Would the Squid Trainer blade, if modded to take bushings, would that trainer blade be better on the Kraken handles? No. It almost guaranteed wouldn't fit, and it wouldn't be balanced correctly. My Squid Trainer is slapping after 3... That's the second person today who said that their Squid Trainer is slapping. Why is this happening? Which Squid prototype is the one that's pinless? The, Swordfish. Have you seen how many knives Squid are producing per week? It's insane. I think they should back down. I'm gonna be honest with you, chat. My hot take is that Squid should not be producing as much as they're producing. Number one, things are not selling out instantly. If things were selling out instantly, I'd understand. But Squid has stock sometimes into the next week. And number two, the quality control is obviously suffering because of it, so they need to dial it back a little bit. Family members over at my house had it in the kitchen counter, didn't touch it during that time. Went to flip it, it was gone. That's weird. If someone doesn't know what a balisong is, I wouldn't think that they'd steal a Nautilus. They wouldn't even think, like, they wouldn't even know what it is. Definitely wouldn't know what it's worth. They have increased their staff size by 30 to 40% in the last 6 to 8 months, so I don't think it's a staffing issue. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They aren't selling out instantly, so dial it back and focus on the QC. Dial it back. Once you're selling out instantly, then increase your product stack. But right now, things are lasting so long, and the QC issues are getting really bad from what I'm hearing. With the not having all the issues, and now apparently the squid trainer with backing out pins and handle slap. Massively increasing their amount of staff would make it hard to cut the revenue substantially. I don't even think it would cut anything, because, like, balisongs aren't selling until the next week. I just found out that today that the Squiddy C is discontinued. Great. Lovely. So we're getting... Oh, probably because the Squiddy Amber is a thing. The Squiddy Amber is just going to replace it. QC is having issues, but God, is it nice that you can actually buy squid stuff? Yeah? I guess. Allegedly, chat. I can't confirm that. I'm only hearing that from chat. That's allegedly. I don't know for a fact. Unless they made an announcement that someone can point me to. Truthfully, yes. I think them having a slight surplus than them constantly be selling out every week isn't the worst thing. I think it is if the QC is suffering because of it. Like, if they've kind of said that, oh, the QC was bad because, like, we've been putting out so much stock and we have taken on so many new people, and it's like, okay, you could fix it though, couldn't you? Not much of a Glidr fan, but I hope they experiment with titanium one day. Oh boy, do I have an announcement to show you. The Everest will be titanium, and they're making a titanium version of the Antarctic. So, you got your wish, my man. Your mind is going to be blown. I have news for you. I think the swordfish is going to be good. Do you know what the price is going to be? They're aiming for around like 180, I think. Sub 200. I think it's all right. I don't think it's anything amazing. I think it does beat the squid trainer, but I also am concerned about durability issues down the line. Getting a Prod C soon, so hopefully that will be a better experience. It should. I think the Jerry Hom stuff has pretty good QC. I could be wrong. This is the point where 6 people in chat come in and tell me how wrong I am, but Squiddy B or Squiddy U, your opinion, it's the same exact thing. As someone who owns both, it is the same exact thing. There's no difference. The Squiddy U has a slightly different texture than the Squiddy B, but functionally they're exactly the same. What up, Grahamothy? Still kind of skeptical if they don't do anything to try and balance it for titanium, but the titanium Arctic sounds awesome. I have faith in Glidr. Glidr's the one, like, big faceless company in the balisong community that I actually have faith in still. I don't really have faith in Squid or BRS or Benchmade or... I think BB Barfly is like a single person, so that doesn't really count. But like the big faceless corporations, Squid is kind of in there because they are a pretty big corporation compared to all the other players in the game. But Glidr is the one that I'm... Like, Glidr, aside from the design, from like, please just make different blade styles, please stop putting the same blade on all your balisongs. They're doing pretty well, and I have no reason to believe that the Titanium Antarctic will be anything but well balanced. Although we'll have to see. Yeah, Thriplety, I guarantee you the secondhand value on Squiddy C's is going to go up a little bit at least. It's cool that Squid is experimenting with ideas. I totally agree, but I'm going to wait to judge it until we get durability tests long term. The fact that it survived Blade Show, all 3 of them survived Blade Show, is very, very impressive to me, but I want to see how they hold up after 3-4 months of owning it and flipping it daily. So I think it's cool. I'm glad that they're experimenting, but I'm not going to praise them or tear them down until we see how they actually hold up in consumers' hands. Which is pretty much my thing for everything nowadays. I think the Nemesis and the Vortex V2 is the last time that I'm ever going to be excited for a product that hasn't come out yet. Considering that the Nemesis... While I still love it, the Nemesis was not everything that I thought it would be, especially since mine had tap. And since the play is so bad on a $300 balisong, but play isn't super important, and it's a prototype. But, like, I'm kind of at the point that I used to be at with video games, where I got let down by video game releases so often that now I just literally do not care about a product until they come out. I guarantee you that if any of the top tier balisong companies grew to the size of Squid, they'd have the same kind of issues they're having. I guarantee it, for sure. And they would get put on blast just as much. If Machine-Wise grew to the size of Squid and started having QC issues, I would criticize them just as much as I'm criticizing Squid. A lot of people have had bad experiences with Squid. And while I'm not ready to say that it's like they're a terrible company and they don't care and all this stuff, I'm flipping a Vortex. I am ready to say that they are having issues and they need to be fixed hopefully soon. Indian on Battlefield 2042 the last release that I actually followed was Temtem. And that technically hasn't even released yet. I have no opinion on Battlefield 2042. I had no expectations going in. I have never played it, and I do not care to. It's a fear I have with Machine-Wise right now. Nearly 200 balisongs a month is a lot for 2 dudes. I hope you can maintain the quality. We'll see. Just like everything else, we'll see how it goes. Thoughts on Minecraft 4? Minecraft 4? What? That's exactly where I'm at, Sleepless. I still love it. Like, I still really like my Nemesis. It's still like my second favorite balisong that I own, but it did not live up to the expectations that I had for it in my head. Which, granted, your expectations are always going to be better than the product that you receive. But it's kind of along the lines of Brandon and the Tsunami. I kind of feel the same way about the Nemesis as I do the Tsunami. If I take the Nemesis and the Vortex in my hands and I look at them, would I say that the Nemesis is $150 better than the Vortex? I would not. I really wouldn't. And quite frankly, the only reason that I am like not completely disappointed with this thing is the fact that it is made out of titanium, so I am paying for the material cost. But as far as flipping experience, I would not call it $150 better than a Vortex. The Vortex and this are very close in my eyes. Thoughts on Swordfish? Better than I thought. I'm waiting to see how it comes out. Sorry, I'm kind of short-tempered today, guys. That Wi-Fi... Losing connection on my Wi-Fi just really kind of tanked my whole streaming mood. Because like I said, I wasn't planning on streaming today. Waited for Cyberpunk to come out. I knew Cyberpunk... The funny thing was, I was telling everyone that that was going to happen with Cyberpunk. Because even if Cyberpunk came out perfect, there is no way that it would have lived up to people's expectations. No way. Physically, no way for Cyberpunk. It could have come out and been the best game ever released, and it still wouldn't have lived up to most people's expectations for it. And granted, the Vortex has issues. The Vortex is slippery, and I hate that it has Zenpin screws. But the Nemesis, it is very good, and I still do like it better than the Vortex. If the Nemesis had more square handles, like look at how much thinner. Look at how much thinner the Nemesis handles are compared to the Vortex handles. If the Nemesis had chunkier handles like the Vortex, I'd be in fucking love with it. But the fact that this has chunkier handles makes me like it so much more than, or it makes me like it a lot more. But for what this is, I'm not upset that I got it. I'm not disappointed. I still love it. Like I said, it's still my second favorite balisong. It's just not, I don't know. Considering the Vortex is so good, I was expecting this to be a little better. So I guess I can round it up by saying the Nemesis, the Nemesis did not make me... I do not think the Nemesis is bad, but the Nemesis did make me realize just how good the Vortex is. Swordfish or Squid Trainer? Swordfish. Swordfish is lighter, and that's my preference. Played any of the God of War games? I have not played any of the recent... The last single-player story-heavy game I played was Jedi Fallen Order. Would you take a Vortex over a Prisma? That, I don't think so. I think in terms of if this was a Prisma and this is a Vortex, I think I would put them like this, with the Prisma slightly higher than the Vortex, but they're still both insanely good. Like the Vortex, quite honestly, flips like a $200 knife. And I can quite easily and confidently say that the Vortex, after my experience with Blade Show, trying $500, $600, $700 knives, trying the Nemesis, the Vortex flips like a $200 knife easily. I like heavier neutral knives. That's my jam. Then you would like the Squid Trainer more than the you would like the Squid Trainer more. Do you have a favorite flipper person? I don't know. I always forget who. I always see stuff that's really cool and then forget who did it. Like, I can name a few flippers that I like. Red Edge, KM Kilometers, Known Lyrics, Seiji, Shrimp, like, but I have a favorite. The weights at the bottom of my squid trainer are falling out as well. Lovely. Awesome. Any serious hate or any hate at all? On what? Serious hate? Serious hate on what? Is the swordfish on bushings? Yes, it is. Once someone tries a light bally, it's hard to go back to heavier ones. I actually agree to a certain point, but not at the same time, because the V2, the Vortex is 4 ounces, and I like it more than I like the Nautilus. The Nautilus was lighter. So, like, my sweet spot, I also like the Kraken more than I like the Vortex, and the Kraken's heavier. So, I think my perfect weight is honestly a Kraken, which is like 4.2 ounces. Have you checked out Ultra Kill? I have not seriously looked at a video game in weeks. Even on my phone, the last video game I played was like Minecraft in Florida, or Minecraft a few nights ago, but I barely even played it. I was just hanging out with people on Discord. Any serious hate on me? Not on me specifically. I've had people make stupid comments who obviously don't know what they're talking about, like someone making fun of me for calling a balisong a live blade. And I've had a few unsavory interactions with people like on Instagram, but I wouldn't say that there's been like any targeted hate towards me, which I am thankful for. I know that's going to change now that I say that out loud. People are going to go out of their way to hate me, but I quite frankly don't care. Yeah, hate wouldn't affect me at all. It would just, what hate would do is it would just drive me away from the balisong community faster than I already am. Because I already am on a crash course of like a year and a half from now, just taking a break from the balisong community in general. Even if everything goes the way that it currently is going, which is really good, I'm still going to need a break in a year or two. So, like, targeted hate raids would just make that faster. That's really all it would do. But you're never going to bully me out of flipping because I love flipping, and you're never going to bully me out of making YouTube videos as long as I still enjoy doing it. You ever tried any JK Ballies? I tried the Monarch, which was aggressively mid, and I tried the Orca Trainer, which is better than it should be, but still probably not worth $500. Did I try Will's Alien? I did. It was a bit more handle bias and heavy than I thought it was going to be, but it was still really good. Still really liked it. Artist trick for me? One of the ones that I can't do. What up, Lily? How you doing? Haters gonna hate? That's exactly my, yeah. I quite physically don't care. Not at all. What do you think of a game where you can punch your shotgun projectiles? I have no idea what that even means, Leo. Punch your shotgun projectiles? Not has a typical out-of-box tap and rub that even after sending it to Squid. That's how mine was. Do you play Ark? No, I don't. Too much of a time investment. I used to, but not anymore. Nice, Riavs. Derek, I don't need a play-by-play on the views, my man. Thank you, though. All right, turkeys. Have a good night. You can punch them as soon as you shoot them to give an explosive boost. That sounds like a video game feature that's fun in theory, but like absolutely sucks in practice. Ever tried Wave Meows Owu or Uwu Lube? No, nope. And honestly, with names like that, I don't know if I want to. I'm going to be completely honest. Nice, Lily. I've kind of been the same. Kind of just been... Actually, no, not really. There hasn't been too much happening, but I definitely... I've had times before that are like that. You have an astigmatism? Because I don't know. And mine has been getting worse for some reason. I do, but I don't know why that would help you in any way. What up, Jeremy? You think KPL is better or Super Lube? I might put this in the frequently asked questions, but my current oil tier list is Kanto, Super Lube, KPL, Hops 39, or whatever the fuck comes in Squid's maintenance pack. I'm gonna actually look that up. What up, Mario? Hope it's going well for you. Yeah, it's going well. I'm a bit low energy today just because of tech issues that have been happening that have just kind of annoyed me, but otherwise we're doing pretty well. Ooh, they changed the thumbnail for the Nautilus. I like the balisong in front of the wood. That looks really good. Recently got my first live blade. Nice, dude. What am I doing? Oh yeah, shop, accessories, maintenance kit. Hops number 9. Hops number 9. Now the question is if I actually remember to update the description next time I go live. That's the real question. Got my Mako back modded with bushings. Nice. How do you like it, Mario? Can throw coins in the air and shoot it to deflect the shot. So it has a... What you're saying is it has a very realistic physics engine. That's pretty interesting. There's a live blade on Amazon? Wait, what? There's a live blade on Amazon? I got a Falcon by the one. Nice, Jeremy. How do you like it? Imagine a knot with wood scales. Yeah, that'd be crazy. And then it would get tapped and the scales would shatter as soon as you dropped it. Sorry, I bounced talking to Lucas now. Oh, you don't have to apologize, Brandon. I'm glad that it happened. Let us know how it goes. Maybe I'll still be streaming when you're done. You can give us some insight. If not, that's totally okay as well. Yeah, for anyone that missed the beginning of the stream, Brandon has a meeting with Lucas to go over the Nautilus issues, which I am very interesting. I'm very interested to see how that goes. God, the Nemesis is good. It's still good. The Nemesis just balanced well. If the Nemesis wasn't balanced as well as it is, I would not like it as much as I do. Because quite honestly, the rectangle handles are kind of weird. And, like, they're not bad. I like them, but I just vastly prefer, like, the rounded handles of the Vortex. I can put it in the Discord. Is that all right? Just keep it to the... If you're sending a link, try and keep it in the right channel, but, are they aware of the QC issues then? I think they've been aware of the QC issues, but the answers that they keep giving the community don't answer any of our questions. So I'm hoping to see Brandon kind of coax a little more info out of them. What happened to your knot? I sold it. I do not like the knot. I had a terrible experience with the knot, and I sold it. You have a Discord server linked in the description. Yep. In the description is my Discord, my Instagram, and my second channel, which I share with Telestra, where we make other content, namely a podcast. So go check that out. Which, I have some news on the podcast. According to Ty, we should be able to record a podcast episode hopefully in the next few days. Hopefully. 1.25k already? That's sick. Hell yeah, dude. On our way to 2k. I'd be surprised if we hit 2k, to be honest. My ultimate end goal for YouTube is 10k, but my more realistic goal is 5k. Holy shit, that's a lot of people joining the Discord. Shout out everyone who just joined the Discord. New Blade Bias episode? Hopefully. Don't get your hopes up or anything. But we should be looking into making episode, I believe 4 at this point, right? 4? Hopefully in the next few days, and it should go up by Friday? Hopefully? Not V2 have a lot of the same QC issues. Time will tell. You'll get 10k with patience. I don't know. I'll, quite honestly, I don't think so. But we'll see how it goes. I'm kind of just along for the ride on YouTube at this point. I'm past making the 3 videos that I originally planned to make. I'm past hitting 100 subscribers, which is what I initially, like, thought I was going to hit, like, max. So I'm just kind of along for the ride on YouTube. Which actually, speaking of numbies, is the Blade shows my most viewed video. Let's go. Let's go. It's still not above the Squid Industries video for some reason, but it should be. I've also never realized until just now how similar the Squiddy thumbnail and the Arctic thumbnail are to each other. I did not plan that whatsoever. Those are essentially the same thumbnail. Blade Show has the best thumbnail in my entire channel, which I don't know if that has anything to do with why it's performing so well, but my most viewed video within a week. That's insane. Whereas other videos can't even top that in 5-6 months. That's insane. Thank you guys. Thank you guys so much for that. Judah, that's a dull blade. You can't sell live blades on Amazon. That is a dull blade. 9.4 inches overall, 4.2 ounces. How is it 4.2 ounces if it's made out of stainless steel? What are some good modders you might think might be able to help with the NEM? You would have to do... I'm going to look into Solar Flare, but you would have to look into... You'd have to do your own research, because I don't know too much about the Instagram modding scene. You could also send it to Static Knives. Static Knives would be worth looking into. It's light and kinda sharp. Not sharp, but can be with few swipes of a stone. Not... A $13... I'm actually somewhat interested in this thing. Am I gonna leak anything if I show you guys this? No, I'm not even signed in. Oh, I'm on Canadian. I'm on Canadian Amazon. Shit, I probably can't even buy this. Let's try and find this on normal Amazon. Oh, it's only available in Canada. Yeah, Solera is super cool. He does some awesome stuff. Yeah, I can't buy it. Or maybe I could. Like, what happens if I proceed to checkout and I sign in? Oh, your password was incorrect. Okay, I can't sign into my Amazon account. Yeah, I don't know. It seems to be a normal size balisong from everything I can see. Overall length 9.4 inches, blade length 4.1 inches. Like it's a bit small, but it doesn't seem to be like minuscule. 4.2 ounces, that's a good weight. Like compared to other balisongs on Amazon that are like 6.3 ounces. DM'd the closest I could find without any on you. Oh, that's terrible. That's 4.6 ounces. That's bad. I don't want that. Pivot system. Oh, that's what I was looking for. The pivot system. Please rinse the knife with clean water after use to ensure the best performance. Huh? Yeah, I don't see... Do you have any belly... No, there's no... I've never flipped a good belly comb, which I wish I could, because I want a good belly comb, but I have never flipped one, nor have I seen one. You don't shower with your balisong? Oh, I do. Do you not? Dude, that's honestly, like, I kind of want to buy it just to see how bad it is, but at the same time, I don't want to waste money, and I also don't really care that much. Like, I want it, but I don't want it more than it would... I don't want it more than the effort it would take to figure out my password and sign in. it also probably runs on like normal pins and is completely terrible. They took it from us, the orange Triton. I don't think there ever was an orange Triton, my dude. What up, Banana? Welcome back, XY. You can get a blue Triton right now, blemished for 120. That doesn't seem that bad. See if I can make something good out of it. Hey, good luck to you if you decide to. Rejoining my computer. A lot faster than my phone. Yeah, I bet. Let me know how it goes, Judah. That would be pretty cool. Ugh. I'll tell you what, chat, stream might end early today. I am running out of energy for streaming, at least, fast. Might hop off stream, play some Minecraft. Check out Ultra Kill if you can. I'm gonna leave a link about it in the Discord. All right, dude. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I probably won't check it out because I haven't played. Like I said, I haven't played a game in a long time, and I also don't have any money. I'm just not even that I don't have money. I have money to spend in video games. Is that I don't want to spend money on video games right now. Why does Amazon Canada have so many live blades? I don't know. Probably because the listings get made faster than like people can get rid of them. Been running so many servers lately. 64 gigs of RAM is really kick ass. 64 gigs of RAM in a Minecraft server, from what I've seen, isn't gonna last you too long. It'll be perfect for like a 10-player server, but once you get past that, oh boy. But we play on a server that we run. I have a server that I run for the community that you can play if in the Discord. You join the Discord, link in the description. You stream so much you deserve a break to get some sleep. Well, the thing was, today I was really feeling streaming. Today I wasn't going to stream, right? And then I saw the Glidr announcement and I wanted to talk about it so much that I got on stream and I started talking about it and got like half an hour in. And then my internet crashed for literally no reason. And it just frustrated me so much that I've just kind of lost all my energy since then. But I appreciate that, Mankai. That's how it be, XY. If your parents don't want you flipping a live blade, I can't really blame them. Is it vanilla, though? Yeah, it is. Way too complicated to run a modded server. Because so many people have so many different ideas about what mods to add, I just can't deal with it. Welcome back, SoCal. Hell, even a vanilla server, people have so many suggestions for that it's just like, no, we're doing a vanilla server. We got the plugins that we have, and that's it. I'll be very happy to see how Squid does the customization aspect with the swordfish. I would say that I'm cautiously optimistic. If they actually put the time into making it like a BB Barfly style like ordering process where I can say I want a blue blade, a green bite handle, and a pink other handle, then like that would be really cool. Or even if they do like presets, like hey, here's one with a purple blade and teal handles, hey, here's a green one with a black blade, hey, here's this, and they kind of change it every week, that would be cool. I just really hope they don't go the route of like, yep, you get all these different colors of handles, and you get silver or black blade, and that's it. Then it's like, okay, it's just like your normal ones. You're not taking advantage of this. So I just hope that they take advantage of the customization aspects. I feel ashamed for buying a Squiddy PDP. You shouldn't feel ashamed. We were talking about the Minecraft server SoCal, yeah. Thoughts on instant ramen? I do not generally eat instant ramen. Maybe the 1 or 2 times that I have, it was okay. It was pretty good. What colors would your dream balisong be? I would want... I'm hoping to do the colors of my dream balisong on my Nemesis. But it would probably be either a dark blue to blue fade, a green to teal fade, or a sunset fade. So yellow, or orange, yellow, pink. I think Kraken Trainer is worth it. I think Kraken Trainer is worth it. I think if you're able to get a live blade, stretch the extra money and get the live blade. But the Kraken Trainer is still good, yes. In fact, I can show you. Oh, it was on my laptop. Shit, that file was on my laptop. Damn it. What up, Zilsid? Oh, that's what I wanted to do. 12:15, Brandon said. $12.15.
Nothing else is really different. What did change was the blade profile and the spacers. So the first thing we changed was changing it from a harpoon to a tanto, and then we also added some cutouts there for additional aesthetic detail. That inspiration came from the Tachyon.
Yeah.
Because that was one of my favorite ballads when I was collecting. So I really wanted to pay some homage to that and add my own kind of style.
Oh, I love that.
In addition to that new blade style, we have new spacers. And these spacers, it's kind of hard to capture on camera, but you're actually able to put, again, small little pins in there so you can...
Oh, shit. Squid did the glider thing before glider. You can see it. Those are little cutouts for the pins.
Change the balance. I think that option is really cool for people to be able to choose their own balance point, so I want to add it on all products going forward if I can.
Dude, that's so sick.
That's dope. Squid did the glider thing before glider. So the Hydro is even better now because the Hydro has this system. God, I want a fucking Hydro. Squid, if you announce the Hydro in the next 2 weeks, I'll sell my Nemesis on the spot. I swear to God. An adjustable balance, lightweight, titanium build that I can anodize however I want, and it looks really cool. I would get that so quickly. Glider really scooped up that idea. I guarantee you they didn't. I guarantee you, because that video was posted like 3 days ago. And even like showing it off at Blade Show was less than a month ago. I guarantee you Glidr did not go through the R&D of stealing this idea within a month. They just probably had a similar idea. And they were in development at the same time, unaware of each other. Spicy dill pickle flavor? Never had it. Do we know when Hydro is coming? Next few months, they said. But if I see any more info on it, like if they post in the next week and they're like, hey, this is how much the Hydro is going to be. Hey, the Hydro will definitely have bushings, or it's going to be this price. Like any of that, I'll sell my Nemesis on the spot. Ty's new Prisma or Krake Raken Trainer or Live Blade. I'm going to tell you my favorite of those three in order from my most favorite to my least favorite. Kraken Live Blade, Prisma, Kraken Trainer. Takis are pretty cool. How's the Hydro compared to the Nami? The Nami is still better, but the Hydro is very good. Have you eaten a Brian? Not a brain, just some dude named Brian. What? Huh? No. I mean, maybe the chicken that I ate for dinner was named Brian once upon a time. Red Takis or blue Takis better? I didn't even know there was a difference. I didn't even know there were blue Takis, I'm gonna be honest. Would you sell it to me if you did? If you wanted to pay $2.90 for it, sure. Actually, I would sell it for the full price, considering this thing's in better shape than any of the other prototypes would be, considering it was tuned. They're the same? Well, they're the same then. What's that Orange Valley? That's the Everest. You could probably sell it for like $350. I am not interested in scalping. I guess that's not scalping. If that's the market value, then that's what I would sell it for, but I'm not really interested in making a profit on my Nemesis prototype that almost guaranteed will have tap in like 2 weeks. Sell it for 500. Yeah. Yeah, I can pull the people who are doing the Damascus stuff. This is the Everest. G10 scales, titanium insides, liners. No. Is it liners? Titanium handles with G10 liners, I guess. Oh, they're going to have carbon fiber available. Oh, shit. 4.1 ounce mark, customizable balance with, I assume, this system in it. Gliders do a Live Blade Valley. That is physically impossible because they are based in Australia. Kind of rep-ish. I hope it's like a rep, but it has good tolerances. Glidr's kind of known for their tolerances, so I'm hoping they make a rep that just has good tolerances. That would be insane. Welcome back, Judah. Yeah, if you know what, I'll make the promise to you guys. If Squid gives us info on the Hydro in the next 2 weeks, and they either give us a release date, they say it's on bushings, or they say a price, and I like what I'm hearing, I will sell one of you guys the Nemesis prototype, because actually I should probably think on that a little more, because the Hydro is a Live Blade, and I have the Nemesis specifically because it is a trainer. So you know what, maybe I'm not going to promise that. Because I still need a trainer. I can't... a fucking Hydro trainer would be so nuts, dude. God, I would kill for a Hydro trainer that flipped the same as that Live Blade. What do you call carbonated drinks in a can? Soda? Generally, I don't even call it soda. I just say the name of whatever's in the can. Root beer, Coke, Pepsi, like, you know. Yeah, Bankai, it's disappointing, but it's understandable. It's kind of like BB Firefly, or BB Barfly. We'll never get a BB Barfly live blade because they're in Canada. Overall, it's pop. Overall, I say soda more than I say pop. And what do you call shoes? Sneakers? I call shoes whatever shoes are. Sneakers, Crocs, boots, whatever it is. I flipped a barely live at Blade Show. Revenge of the Blade had done the reblade. What's a barely live? Conversation is concluded. I have information. I don't know whether to be worried that the call was that short or whether to be excited that the call was that short. Oh, a Barfly live. Oh, yeah, I mean like an actual official Barfly live blade that they sell through their website. Be a nightmare to type it all. You know what, Brandon? Yeah, I've been meaning to have you on the stream for so long. So, yeah, you're in my Discord, right? You should have access to a Discord channel called Modern or Live, actually. If you can join either Modern or Live, let's go. I've been meaning to have you on the stream for so long rather than just have you sitting in chat, but this is finally our time. Okay. I need to get in my stream persona. Woohoo! Okay. Yo. What the hell was that?
Am I coming through crystal clear?
No, you're coming through like you're kind of sitting far away.
Oh god. Oh, it's using the wrong microphone. Hold on. It's probably using my it's using my Oculus Rift headset.
Ah, actually, that's remarkably good for your Oculus Rift headset.
Okay, how about now?
Still the same.
Still the same.
Might have to
What?
leave and rejoin.
Oh.
Oh. Oh, it changed at the end there.
Hello.
Okay, it's different, yes.
Okay, wait. Oh, my input sensitivity is so high. Okay, how
It
about
is.
now? Do I
Yeah,
sound normal?
that's good. You sound normal.
Okay, cool. This was weirdly not as turbulent as I was expecting it to be for randomly joining a stream.
Yeah,
But
I mean,
hello, hi.
we're pretty good over here. How you doing?
I'm good. It's late. But
Yeah.
that's how it goes.
Welcome to my
Lucas-
streams.
Yeah, Lucas had a customer come in, I guess, or like a salesman for like a laser cutter. He was like, that took way longer than I was expecting. So hi, sorry. But yes, hello, Ethan's stream, and hello, Ethan.
Hello, Brandon.
So yeah, I guess those that perhaps weren't there earlier, Will and I are shooting the review of the Nautilus V2 on Friday. And I wanted to do as much due diligence as I could because the Nautilus V1 has had a number of big issues, especially as of late. I've somehow avoided all of those issues with the V1, but a lot of people have had that issue. I did a poll earlier today, seeing how many people had issues, and it was more than half of the people that answered the poll, which is like 300 people.
That's a lot.
It's a lot of people. Yeah.
I think you put it best. That was alarming.
Yes, it was alarming. Yes, like big eye emoji, the whole shebang.
Yeah.
There's one person that offered in your chat to do a particular act. I'm not going to point it out exactly. All I'm going to say is please don't do that thing. Anyway,
We did that.
so I'd seen all the
Oh.
issues that people were having. I'd seen all those issues and was like, I know the issues I've had, and then I know the issues the community has had. I want to talk to Lucas directly about this to get his feedback on it, and get it from the source. Like, what have they observed in terms of issues?
Yeah.
How are they implementing things? How are they changing things? All that good stuff. The short version is he what I essentially asked him was, like, proposing the scenario of, I am a prospective buyer of a Nautilus V2, but I've heard that the Nautilus V1 has had a lot of issues, specifically with durability, tang pins falling out, handle slap developing, bad bushings, tap, the whole shebang.
Yeah.
I've heard it has those issues. What was the problem, and how have you guys fixed it now?
Great question.
So, in short, he did a great job of breaking everything down. In short, he was super transparent, super honest, and open about the whole thing. So I was very happy to hear that. He was happy that I was even asking, because at the end of the day, he was like, we want to know feedback like this. We want to have conversations like this, because we don't like when we don't have happy customers, especially if they've sent in products for warranty repair and it hasn't been what they've wanted, or it still had issues and all that. So,
oh, for sure.
Overall, he definitely knows that there have been issues, and they've taken that into account, for sure. But in terms of the reasons why the problems have been happening, in terms of handle slap, he said they've had issues with the tang pins, and particular things like the coating on the tang pins.
The coating?
Some of the time hasn't been like the right thickness that it needs to be. And that makes them lose their durability significantly quicker. And that was something that they've noticed happen a lot, but it's generally something they don't notice until far after they ship things out. He was like, it may happen with a batch of, say, 50 to 100 Nautiluses, but we don't know until a month or two later that was a really prevalent issue with that batch, and that we can't implement the fix until the next batch. Stuff like that, and that's just production issues in general.
Yeah.
So he said that was one of the biggest things. And also, he actually told me the reason that he used tang pins in the first place, like whenever he first made the Nautilus. And the Nautilus, or I guess whenever he was developing it, there was, I don't remember the name of it, but it was a different balisong that had 6061 aluminum, and it had G10 handles. And the G10 handles, or the scales, cracked on every single one of them because they were Zen pins. And so whenever he made the Nautilus, he was like, okay, I've seen that exact issue happen. I am not going to put Zen pins in the Nautilus because I've seen that happen. Every single one of them had cracking issues, so I'm not going to do that. But in short, the tang pins haven't held up in terms of durability as long as they wanted it to. And so that's something that they've recognized for sure. So that's one of the big things there. In terms of tap and blade rub and everything like that, I guess the big issue there, and I know we were talking about this earlier in stream, was how can Loctite affect handle slap, or handle gap issue. I'm sorry, not handle gap. I'm losing my fucking mind.
Like tap and blade
rub
yeah.
and tap issues. How
and
can
bent blades and all
Loctite
that
affect that? They said the big thing there was they switched to, specifically 6 to 8 months ago, switched to pre-applied Loctite, which was in the name of making their process more efficient, in terms of actually manufacturing and assembling the Nautiluses. And it essentially didn't hold as long as it needed to, but then the way it would affect the screw on the inside, you wouldn't be able to tighten it back the way that you needed it to because of that the way the pre-applied Loctite was. And so that's where it didn't hold as long as it needed to. and then you couldn't tune it back because of specifically the issues that they were having with the pre-applied Loctite. And he was straight up and said, like, we tested it, what I thought was pretty extensively. Apparently that wasn't enough. We didn't test it as much as we should have.
Oh, you never test it enough until you send a product out and it gets used widespread.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So, and I specifically asked him for an explanation on that because he had briefly gone over it, but I was like, how does Loctite affect things developing tap? Like that doesn't fully add up in mind. But it makes sense. Based on,
yeah.
Yeah. And then
he
if
said,
like, we... Sorry,
if
go
it's...
ahead.
Sorry, no. If it's... Because that would make sense, whereas the Nautilus comes fine, and then over time you drop it, and it loses those tolerances, but then you try to tighten down the screws, and the screws don't tighten anymore, even though it feels like they should tighten a lot more. It was the Loctite interfering with that? Am I understanding that correctly?
Pretty much, yeah. It didn't hold as long as they wanted to, and it affected the ability to tune it further the way that it needed to be tightened.
Interesting.
They've since made adjustments to that, and of course, so he said the reason because I guess people have been, and even I complained about, they kind of went overboard with using the Loctite, and he said that's a tough thing for us because you either put a ton of Loctite and things properly stay together, but then it's hard to take apart, or you don't put enough, and then people complain about their screws falling out. So it's a very tough, like, middle ground to find, especially whenever you're making a bunch of products and everything like that.
I see.
So that was the other thing. With the switch to 775 aluminum versus 6061, he did, of course, say, like, obviously it's way more durable than 6061. And the durability issues was one of the reasons they switched to 6061. Or to 775. But he did say that probably won't, like, it's not going to be a full solution for, like, fixing a handle slap issue.
Yeah.
But specifically in the scenario of, like, it could be years down the road that it starts to develop handle slap, and that is more so due to the tang pin, I guess, than it is actually impacting the handles themselves. And so from what I can tell, they've had issues with the tang pins not holding up as long as they should. And so that's where whenever you've had people send it back for repair, they get it repaired. And most of the time they'll usually replace the handle and the tang pin. But
that's why they replaced the tang pin
more. Yeah, that's where it's failed. It was failing more than it originally was.
Fascinating.
So as far as I know, that was the big issue, and they've definitely taken notice of that, because that was one of the main things he pinpointed, was like, I'm aware of, like, pretty much everything that comes in for warranty repair, and I'm very specific about getting that back to the customer as quickly as we can.
Yeah.
But maybe we should be spending more time with that to properly analyze the issue, because he straight up said specifically, it may have just, like, what my guys may have decided to fix it with may have just been a Band-Aid, and that Band-Aid was really easy to remove, like, in terms of, like, how they fixed the issue. And so that's something that they're definitely looking at.
Yeah.
And have brought up a lot. What is this piece of paper that you're holding up?
No one can read it, but this is my warranty completion form. And all this time I've wondered why they said they replaced the tang pins, because it says put in new screws, bushings, washers, switch the bushings, and put in larger tang pins. And I was always wondering why they changed the tang pins, because I didn't complain about, like, handle gap or anything.
Yeah.
But it must be because of that. I am wondering how a coating, because I was thinking that the handles were being dented by the tang pin. Is the coating that they're mentioning, like, a softer coating that would help the aluminum to not dent, or?
Yeah, I don't want to speak for him there. He didn't go super into detail with that, but he just specifically said the coating that was being used. Oh, and so specifically on that note, up until about the time that Nautilus has started to have more durability issues, Nautilus blades were being made not in-house. And they switched to doing them entirely in-house. And that, of course, comes with its own growing pains. And, you know, things that they have to learn because they had to go through that process. And he said they're still kind of figuring out how to work out all those various kinks in terms of how they're manufacturing it. So that may have been a source of that, was they weren't even making the blades before, and now they are. And that may have been the same for the tang pins. Somebody asked about what about people with V1s? How will they replace the handles? Do they have some? I didn't ask that. I need to ask that. He said, hey, if you have any more questions, I'm going to be up for like 10 more hours. So just shoot me a text and I'll answer it as soon as I can. So I'll ask that and see if they're doing that. I don't imagine that they're going to like send replacement handles, but if that is something that they need to do a warranty repair for, as far as I know, they'll still have the supplies to do that, but don't quote me on that. Let me confirm there. But obviously they have the Nautilus V2 now, and so I don't know that they're going to have a ton of V1 handles lying around. But I'll confirm with that, because I definitely want to know that for the review. But I don't imagine they're going to like, oh, if you've had issues, we'll send you free handles, because that would be a big expense for them and kind of complicated.
Yeah.
Somebody asked, hey, Brandon, so my squid trainer started slapping after 3 months. How did yours last so long? My squid trainer's fine. Actually.
My squid trainer's also fine.
Yeah, mine's great. Yeah, I didn't do anything specific with mine. Mine actually is currently a disaster, specifically because I combined a Triton V2, a Squid Trainer blade, and a Glidr Antarctic, Squid Trainer handle, Triton V2 handle, and a Glidr Antarctic blade, and it somehow tuned perfectly.
I'm still mad about that, by the way. I'm still upset that that thing was good.
Baby. I still got it, and it's still the worst. Not as bad as Butter Knife or Spider Knife, but it's the worst. But it's my precious boy. My precious boy. In terms of a squid trainer getting like tap and play and all that, it is on washers, of course. So if it's not properly Loctited, that's going to happen no matter what. So like, and if you've like adjusted it at all and not reapplied the Loctite, or any form of thread locker, it's going to do that because it's a washer balisong. So I think that was pretty much everything though, because he addressed handle slap, which boiled down to tang pin issues. And then in terms of actual tap and blade rub, that came down to the issue with the Loctite and that not holding how they hoped it would.
Interesting.
I haven't seen, like, I guess some people have bent blades. I don't know how people are bending their blades, because that's like, I don't even know how I would even attempt to bend my Nautilus blade.
They can bend from what I've seen.
Did they?
I saw someone who had issues, it was in the same batch as mine. They had issues with blade rub. And then they took the thing apart and they put the blade on the table and there was a small gap. So they had to like press it back down, which I assume, based on what you said, has to do with the fact that they started making them in-house.
Yeah, it may be. Yeah, that may have been part of that transition. I know, like in terms of how things are heat treated and stuff like that, they can bend during the heat treating process.
Yeah,
and stuff like that. So that may have been something that they just didn't properly do their due diligence on to make sure of. But from what he communicated to me, like, they really do care about that kind of stuff. And they definitely are taking note and not ignoring, and even specifically said that Nautiluses are coming in much larger numbers than their other products. So they're definitely taking note of that. And as far as I know, are implementing the feedback as best they can. But he, of course, did point out, like, you know, we're learning all the time, and we're figuring out our process. We're getting new machines all the time, new employees, and you know, and that's a process. So that doesn't excuse anything, you know, if somebody's had issues. But he did encourage anybody that has had issues to send it in for repair, and that they are going to try and spend more, like a more proper amount of time figuring out the individual issues that their different products are having, so that they can properly address stuff in their like during their warranty repair process.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's pretty much it, though.
That's interesting to hear, because at Blade Show they said, like, oh yeah, we changed how we Loctited the screws, and everyone was like, what? That makes no sense. But hearing that, it makes a lot more sense.
Yeah.
That's great.
Somebody asked me what's the best instant ramen flavor. I can't remember the name of it, but it's a particular kind of hot. I'm not super into like spicy ramen. It's a particular spicy ramen flavor that's like really good, that makes the noodles look like freaking red. But that's the best answer that I can give you, dear
Hot
viewer.
Cheeto ramen.
Hey Brandon, what are your thoughts on the Falcon? I ordered mine a while ago. Falcon is one of the better The One products, I would say. It's not amazing, but it has a decent amount of grip. Not a great, like, it's not a great size, I would say, and the balance feels a little weird. But I would say if you were to buy a product from The One, the Falcon is one of the better ones to get.
Yeah, I can agree with that. I'm also looking, it's interesting, I never looked at this warranty form like a lot. Andre actually did my warranty service.
Yeah, Andre and Vinny are the main two people, as far as I know.
Is why I guess I'm so confused that it didn't fix it, although after hearing all that, it makes a lot more sense.
Arbos, Publix fried chicken is my enemy.
It's your
it's
enemy?
so good.
Oh.
I don't know what they do. And Publix in particular is a very expensive store. Like a very expensive store. It is one of the most expensive grocery stores that you can shop at by a
Really?
fairly large margin. I actually spent time like making a bar graph showing the prices between different grocery stores. Publix is like 20 to 30% more expensive than any other grocery store. It's crazy. But their fried chicken.
Only shop there for the chicken. Brandon's an Aldi guy.
Yeah, Aldi is the one I'm going to shill all the time. Aldi is one of the cheapest grocery stores that you can go to. And it's amazing. And I will forever shill it.
It is pretty great. Speaking of shilling, I guess an update on anyone who's wondering about the carb situation. I have not heard back from them.
Oh.
I can double check. Yeah, I have not heard back from them yet.
I mean, hey man, you shit yourself and you
Oh, I never DM'd you the other day, but you're fucking. Now that I've said all that I have to say, we could make out. I was rolling.
That was all improv. You could probably tell.
Of course it was.
In the actual video. But yeah, everyone stay tuned for the Tay Flipper review.
Oh, that's not out yet. I forgot. My bad.
Yeah.
That was so
yeah,
good.
That goes live for everybody this week. It's a very fun review. Yeah, that was. You could see me in the moment. I'm like, I can't.
I regret my decisions.
And then Will's reaction was real too, of just, oh, Brandon, which happens more than I'm proud of.
Oh, of course, I know it does. After hanging out with you two, I know it does.
The king of comedy.
It needs comedy. I haven't popped up in a while.
It's a challenge, man. Making those videos like humorous consistently, it's tough.
Oh,
Especially
I
when we're
know.
doing it all improv, like in the Bally shorts, like we just kind of has to happen. but thankfully we've been able to keep it up. And anytime we're like, oh, we need something funny here, I have no idea what to do. Generally, we come up with an idea in like 5 minutes later.
I get to the end of my videos and then think, oh shit, I didn't script any jokes in there. A lot more than I would like to admit. That's kind of why the last few videos haven't really had too much in the way of like actual, like, oh yeah, I planned that joke to definitely happen.
Well, it's hard to like force it. Like if you don't have something funny to say or a funny joke to do, like trying to force it out isn't the best thing. So as long as you're happy with the video, like
yeah,
do your thing.
Barbos, what's your banger joke idea? I'm scared. Replace things in the background with cat images. Okay.
Yeah, but yes, somebody said about Aldi, like, yeah, they have the weirdest stuff. The weirdest stuff is always under. It's called Aldi Finds, and like randomly, like I still have a drill from Aldi that had like a crap ton, like a battery powered drill. It's like really good that costed like $15. It came in a carrying case with a bunch of different bits, and it's great. Hey, Brandon, have you tried the Amazon Live Blade? What?
Yeah. Apparently in Canada, there's a live blade on Amazon, which just makes 0 sense all around, but
Canada.
let me try and pull it up again.
Sense. What? Makes
Where I don't know. It's like $10. I think it's unbranded. Yeah, here it is. If you look on stream. I'll move my I am in Amazon Canada right now.
What?
And that is it's a maybe not a full live blade, but it's close.
What the F? That is definitely quite sharp.
Brand, not Brandon.
Wait, with unsharp blade? That what?
So it says unsharp, but if you look at the comment or the comment, if you look at the reviews, they're like, it's kind of sharp. You can sharpen it.
And it's not even legal in Canada.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, this guy even says like this is illegal. Oh yeah, here's a video of it cutting paper.
Oh god. It's just gonna deform the paper.
Yeah, it does. But the
Oh, beautiful. Beautiful.
Oh, the tip
Cut
is
up
actually sharp.
Ooh, okay. Cut up some oranges with that.
Oh yeah.
Threaten your neighbor. Your Canadian neighbor.
Are you from No, I'm not from Canada. But I could not find this listing on US Amazon. Because I almost want to get it, because it says it's 9.4 inches, so it's like somewhat standard, and it's 4.2 ounces.
4.2 ounces? Yeah.
Like I'm morbidly interested, and I don't think that's the right word.
I feel like that can't be balanced well, though.
There's no way. But
especially
it's $11.
with that latch at the end. Yeah, that's. Wait, does it even have screws, or is it just pins?
I think it's just pins.
Oh dear. So somebody asked that we should do a tutorial video.
What the hell?
On anything. In terms of doing tutorials, we actually stopped because Will found out they're really hard to make, especially in a world where Big Flips has done tutorials on pretty much everything, and he's pivoted doing tutorials mostly to the Will Hirsch Flips channel. But it's something we're talking about doing again, but they're not as easy to produce as what we had hoped, because explaining a balisong trip properly is pretty hard. Also, what is it? This newspaper it's on?
That's what I'm saying. You see, like, the very fine line, the circle around it that's blurred.
They did a mask, a blur mask. It looks like.
But it doesn't.
Yeah. That is a unfeathered blur mask.
It's just
that they put around it to make it look. Wow, that's exactly what they just didn't feather properly. A blur.
It looks
mask
terrible.
Photoshop or GIMP, whatever they used.
GIMP.
Exactly
it's probably. I guarantee you, they went into GIMP and they just loosely circled around it, and they just applied the blur effect on the opposite side. What up, Splix? But I was gonna say on the tutorial thing, I willingly admit that there were a few tricks that I could not get down from Will's tutorial, but going to a big flips tutorial helped immensely.
Yeah,
so I totally get it.
The way we filmed some of them weren't great to like in terms of the actual trick being done, and like but making them on a level of production quality that we want to put out is just kind of tough, and finding a way to properly explain it is just hard.
Yeah,
especially for somebody that's never done the trick before. But Brandon, where did you learn your tricks? Like from books or Will? It's just kind of been random for the most part. Will's tried to teach me stuff. Turns out I suck at learning balisong tricks, and it takes me forever to be able to pick anything up. Various people in probably the same amount of time flipping have gotten better than I am in 6 months, and it's taken me almost 3 years. But I'm doing my best.
He's doing his best. Leave him alone.
I do watch Big Flip. Big Flips is great. Will's tutorials are pretty good. There's a couple other tutorials out there that are pretty solid. Have I tried the Nabalis Morse? Yes, I have tried the Morse. I have a Morse. I own a Morse. It's red, and it's very good. Little slippery, but it has a really cool design, and I like it a lot. Will we be doing a review of the Glidr OG4? We have no plans to, as of right now. If they release a new version of it, maybe.
You're probably close to a 5, I'd imagine.
Yeah. I tried a Medusa. Have we tried a Medusa? What do you think, Ethan?
I have. Ty had the Medusa that he bought from one of his friends. It was rectangular, but it was good. Have you tried the Medusa?
Yeah, I flipped the regular version and the trainer version. Not extensively.
Oh, you flipped the I didn't flip a trainer version.
Yeah, it felt a little different, but it was good. It had the... I found I'm not really into titanium balisongs that have like a lot of holes in them. Like it kind of makes for like a slightly jagged edge, which can give it like a weird titanium stickiness. Something I've noticed with titanium balisongs.
Titanium stickiness, yeah.
Which my Seraph doesn't have.
Titanium kind of like absorbs the... I felt like if I clean off my balisong, it's like, okay, it's fine. But then as soon as I have like dirty hands and I touch it, it just like... just sucks it up. And it just becomes sticky and... ugh.
Yeah. But no, the Medusa, the blade on that thing... Ooh!
Oh, it's so nice.
Mama. It's so good.
No, Ty, I think, shipped that out. He's either shipping it out like somewhat this week or he already did. I don't know.
Splix asked, what do I think of the... Wait, was that Splix?
Yeah.
What do I think of
the Alien?
The Alien. I was a little harsh on it in the review.
No. I don't think so.
I would probably give it like a 7 out of 10 flipping score. I might change it on the BS score list to a 7 out of 10. Now that the issues with it I've been able to fix. But it's a little slippery. It doesn't have jimping. The handle design is a little weird, but it sounds good, and the blade design's cool.
Just the fact that the Alien has that I don't even know what to call it, the taper, but it happens all in the middle of the handle drove me insane.
Yeah, it's just... Well, I guess mine was the first one you tried, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Charlie asked, what's my favorite trick to do? Honestly, probably like I like doing aerials. Landing an aerial is a lot of fun, especially catching it in like what Will calls an ice pick grip. I really like doing aerials and chaplains. Chaplain's probably the main thing that I do, especially since I edit from home. And like whenever I'm reviewing something, I'll just pick up a balisong and just start doing a chaplain. So
hell yeah.
like those.
I do want to ask you, what is your... let's get Brandon Baker's opinion on the new Glidr stuff. Glidr.
I hardly know her.
Oh my god! Fucking goblin.
What's up, guys? It's your boy, Brandon here to just fuck up the stream.
Here to fuck up your day, guaranteed.
guaranteed for one low price of $19.99 in 10 small payments.
You guys are paying for this shit?
But yeah, no, so yeah, glider stuff. I don't know if you ever looked at the Will Persh video about where Squid talks about their very similar system that they have in the
I
in the
did.
hydro.
Yes. I did watch that while you were gone, and I didn't even realize it was basically the same thing.
Yeah, but I think it's still worth doing, because actually, if you look in the comments of the video, they didn't even know that Squid had that, or like the comments of the Instagram post. Glidr's like, wait, what?
I can't
This
imagine
exists?
they did.
Oh my
There's
God,
no
we
way
didn't
they
even
took.
know this existed.
Yeah, there's no way they took the idea and then in less than a month we're like, here it is.
Yeah. So it's somewhere near the. Somebody said they were like, didn't Squid Industries do like the same
Squid
exact
Industries
thing?
already made.
Um,
Not aware of this and can't find references to them anywhere. Yeah.
And another comment,
Yeah,
they
they
were
had
like,
no
"Oh my
idea.
gosh," like, "Oh my gosh, they did that," and I think they even said like, "Oh my gosh, it looks cooler." Like, damn. But no, I think it's great. Like, especially that it's compatible on multiple different, like that it'll be available on the Titanium Antarctic, Standard Antarctic, and the Arctic. Like
Yeah.
it being interchangeable across different products, I think is a really, really cool thing that they're getting that much mileage out of that same design without having to change the design of any of those to fit that. So I think it's really cool. I think adjustable balance is we started working on it a year ago.
Yeah. I didn't know that only makes me. I wish I knew that the Hydro had that, because it only makes me want the Hydro even more.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then there's the Titanium Antarctic, which I don't know if you have any thoughts on that.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, with it looking exactly the same, I kind of wish they would have just done a new titanium design.
Yeah. I mean, they have the Everest.
Which they are.
Yeah.
They have the Everest. But that's, of course, a G10 thing. I'd be curious what maybe this is the step to them doing a full titanium trainer. But the world of titanium trainers is fascinating, where it's just like, how much are people willing to spend on a trainer?
That number's only going up. What's the most
Yeah.
expensive trainer out there? Probably the...
I think maybe the Orca trainer.
I was going to say Tsunami trainer. Didn't they sell that for 6?
I think, isn't the Orca trainer like 8? Maybe I'm wrong.
No. Is it? I thought the Orca trainer was like 4 or 5.
I thought the regular Orca was like 1,200.
It is, yeah.
And then the trainer was like 800.
Anyone in
But I
chat
may be
have
wrong.
the...
Don't quote me on this.
It's 500.
Orca Lotto, no. Cart products?
Orca G10/TI trainer, 430 to 483 according to his website.
That's the G10 one, or just a standard Orca?
That's just a G10 trainer, which the Orca trainer is G10.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I see.
But yeah, I guess the Nami trainer would be more expensive than that.
Yeah, so Flippy said $1,200 for an emissary. That's true. Somebody asked me Arctic or Antarctic? Antarctic for me. I like the slightly lighter weight, and I like the balance a little bit better, and the size better, and the grip is better. Fight me, Ethan.
I just think the Arctic's more unique. You know? I'm
That's fair.
someone who likes to have difference in my collection, and the Antarctic is too similar to not only my Vortex but also my Kraken that I don't think I'd ever see myself owning one. I think it is like almost, I want to say objectively better than the Arctic, but I still prefer the Arctic.
Yeah, I prefer the Antarctic, having never actually owned an Arctic. I just flipped Will's Arctic. But I think it comes down to the weight. I think the Arctic and maybe even the balance, but the Arctic is still like top tier for sure. Like that's like comparing, like if you were to give it a score out of 100, that's like comparing a 98 versus a 96. Like,
Yeah.
they're both fantastic.
Amazing.
You ever seen or tried a Marin trainer? I have a Prisma trainer. I have not seen a Marin trainer.
Oh, why didn't my phone do that? Farbos,
Yeah,
I
it's
don't have
about
any idea. Sorry.
Squid trainer for a little over a week, and it has stiff handle and falling out pins. I followed all the tutorials, and Squid made for stiff handle and stuff, and none worked. All I can suggest there is to send it back to Squid. They should be able to fix that up, especially if the pins are falling out and everything like that. They'll probably replace the handles entirely. I think that's the only thing they really could do if the pins are falling out. So that would be the main thing. If you're in a situation where you can ship it to them and it's less than 30 days since you ordered it, they'll pay for the shipping to and from you, and fix it.
Does Brandon have the Squiddy U? I have the Squiddy U.
I do not have a Squiddy U. I have a Squiddy PDP because it's black and red, and I am awful and wanted to spend $100, but it's black and red. I'm sorry. I
You're
had to.
awful.
I had
You're
to.
not awful. What
Favorite
is-
anime? Made in Abyss. That
I
or
don't watch
Kill la
anime.
Kill. Kill la Kill or Made in Abyss. Those are close. Probably Made in Abyss.
What is, in your opinion, the best trainer balisong? That's tough.
That's a tough one. That's so subjective.
It is.
My favorite one to learn on is the Nautilus because it has really good grip for me. And I don't mind the feeling of the G10.
What up, Will? Wait, did you say you do or you don't like the feeling of the G10?
I do like the feeling of the G10.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Yes, I do. Yeah. Shit, Willip. Willip.
I heard
Von
someone
Forster.
say that you had to oil the G10, and I can't believe I never thought to do that when I had my Nautilus.
I have oiled mine, and yeah, it does affect the feel of it. It can make it less chalky and be a little bit smoother.
Sorry, Splix.
What happened? What happened?
He got emojied, as we like to call it.
Oh, he got emojied. Damn.
Yeah. Wow, what's my I think my favorite trainer might be the Prisma. I'm
Yeah, I was
fiending for
gonna
a
say,
Prisma.
like, yeah, the Prisma. I'm flipping mine right now. It's incredible. The main thing that'll make me
Vortex.
decide what's the best is if once I get, I'm getting from one of our VIP Patreon supporters a borrowed Raken V2.5 trainer, and that'll kind of decide it on which one is better. I'm assuming the Prisma is still going to win.
I'm so interested. You know what? I don't even care what you think. I don't care what you think. I am less interested in what you think of the Prisma versus the Raken, and more interested to see if you can tell a difference between the live blade and the trainer.
Yeah, me too. When I flipped him at Blade Show, I didn't notice a huge difference. I just really did not like the ring of the trainer.
The ring's
but
not great.
It's high pitched.
Yeah.
It's not good.
Yeah.
Somebody asked if we're going to do a Prisma review. Yes, I'm going to be hosting the Prisma review, and it's going to be a full review, not a Bally short. It'll be a full review, and we'll probably shoot that sometime mid-July is what I think we're going to be shooting for with that. So probably release end of July, early August.
Yeah, the Prisma's so good. The Vortex is also I'm realizing slowly how good the Vortex is after Blade Show. Especially with my Nemesis. Because I don't know if you were here when I talked about that, but I kind of feel like about the Nemesis like you feel about the Tsunami and the Kraken. It's like I don't know if the Nemesis is $150 better than the Vortex, because the Vortex is already so stinking good.
I'm hoping we get more stuff from NRB to review. Of course, we're already so swamped with reviews and different kinds of content that it's not the worst thing to take our time with that stuff. That's kind of where I'm at with the BB Firefly. I know BB Barfly would send us a BB Firefly V2, but we're just not at a state where I can focus on actually reviewing it with how much we have in the works.
And the new blade.
Yeah.
Have you seen the new blade? Oh, I assume you have. Yeah.
There's a lot of people doing exciting stuff. I loved Kai's Blade Bias video. Guys, go check out Blade Bias. It's a great channel. Obviously, if people are here, they're probably also subscribed to Blade Bias, but they're putting out good stuff over there.
Link in the description. Hopefully it still works. I've had a problem with the Blade Bias link. Oh no, it works. Perfect.
Bankai, I'll just say Bankai. He asked about using the Squiddy PDP. It's featured heavily in the upcoming Tay Flipper review. That was the main thing that you kind of compare the Tay Flipper versus the Squiddy. That was one of the main things that we talked about there. So it's featured there. Yay.
Yay. Great video, by the way.
Thanks. I was happy with that one. That one actually went through a big revision because I had made it and then I sent it to Tay. Not to like, oh, hey, I need your approval. Just like, hey, here, check it out. And he pinpointed a number of inaccuracies that we had made about different things. So I actually redid it in a substantial way and then took that as an opportunity to add more stuff to it. Like the awful Fortnite gag dance that originally did not have crazy changing colors in it. But I was like, that'd be fun.
Good night, Will.
Yeah.
Goodbye. Thanks for stopping by.
Wait, did Will say hi and then say goodbye?
He said hi, he hung out for a little bit, and then he said he's going to bed.
His his messages were, good answer, Brandon, which was about Maiden Abyss. Will introduced me to Maiden Abyss. And he said, the Prisma does slap, which is very misleading. And then he said, all right, it do be my bedtime. Good night, folks. So thanks, Will.
Fair enough.
We saw each other today, and we're shooting on Friday.
Nice.
So, yeah. But I forgot to give him the amazing shout out to Tyler or Teabaggy Designs, I believe is the name, because he made an incredible custom balisong sheath for me and Will.
Oh yeah.
And I forgot to give him his today because I have it, and it's great.
Oh, there's his
fourth message. Yeah, Will, if you're still here, the whole reason I'm even in here was because I talked to Lucas about Nautilus durability stuff and had a great conversation. It was a great
Gave
time.
us some great insight.
Lucas is a good boy. I genuinely very much like Lucas. Like, he's just a down-to-earth fellow that says how it is. He's a businessman, of course, at the end of the day, too. So, but
hell, brother,
he's a cool guy. And are you guys going to do a review on the BB Firefly V2? Unfortunately, I just brought that up. We probably will down the line, but right now we don't have one, and we're not at a place where I really want to reach out for one right now because we have so many things to review. But it's on the to-do list. Flipping banana, chicken butt. Is that the right answer?
something like that.
I will be right back. I'm gonna get some water. Everybody, drink water. It's good for you.
I've been meaning to get some water.
It helps flush out the demons.
Oh no.
I'll be right back.
Okay. Yes, I have tried the peony, as I call it, the peony or the pony. It's a very gimmicky plastic balisong. It's not bad. It's just like very mediocre, especially when things like the Tay Flipper, the Cycloid exist. You tried the Titan? I have tried the Titan. It's pretty good.
Somebody asked Brandon favorite type of bread, mahogany.
Mahogany.
I use wood for bread.
Okay, you're back.
I'm back.
You get to babysit my chat while I go get water. It's my water
I
time.
get to babysit chat, guys. Let's talk about our feelings and maybe our like questionable relationship with our fathers.
Yes.
Actually, please don't. This is not a place to vent about.
That's the thing. People are gonna start. Chat, be good for Brandon. I swear to God. You better leave a good impression for me. I don't want that substitute letter to be bad when I come back.
Okay, guys. I got some dirt on Ethan. He is not nearly as short as he would like you to believe. He's gonna say he's really short, but he's not actually that short. And he's actually incredibly fun to hang out with. And we had an absolute blast during Blade Show. Like, we hung out a ton. So if you guys get to hang out with Ethan, it's a great time. And also, please don't feed him peanuts. Peanuts do not like him. I did my best to force feed like a gallon of peanut butter ice cream down his gullet. But that unfortunately wasn't fruitful. Haven't talked to your father in almost 5 years. I almost went that long. He's great. Trauma builds brawn, I guess is what I'm saying. I've never done this before. Is this what it? I've been thinking about doing streaming more often, and this is a lot of pressure here. See, I already said good things about Ethan, but my respect is just skyrocketed. Oh, he'll rewatch the VOD. I rewatch his VODs all the time. I won't bring it up specifically, but there's an infamous moment where I joined a stream and heard something he definitely didn't want me to hear, and I repeated it, and it just derailed the whole stream, and it was amazing. Brandon, say the thing. I don't know what thing. I got a lot of things. What are the means? Not Shap. Yahoo. Yahoo. Is that? Are those my things? Firefly V2 from a fan. I would not ask you to do that. But thank you for the offer. I appreciate it a lot. Oh God, is Ethan back? Oh, he's back. Okay, guys, put it all away. Put it. Yep. Delete the chat messages. He doesn't need to know. Oh, maybe he's not back.
When who comes back?
Oh, what? Oh, hey, Ethan. Hi.
I have your note here. Let's read
it. I dare you.
Pat, who shit on the floor? Why? Why? What is wrong with you? Did this
Lord EE? Hold on, I got this. Lord EE.
Wow, that was actually...
On the next episode of Dragon Ball Z.
You almost made me enjoy that nickname with that voice.
Oh, I could call you by your other nickname. Your favorite nickname.
Oh, by all means.
But I'm not. No. What, do you want me to call you by your
You sounded like
nickname?
you wanted to.
Oh, no, that was a threat.
Oh, it was a threat. Oh.
Okay, now that I see your stream catch up, that you making those noises makes much more sense.
Because you threatened me. I was scared.
Ah, yes, fear. Yahoo! I'm scared. Also, did somebody told me to say the thing? Oh, the Yahoo thing. Okay, I said the Yahoo thing. Okay. I'm here for the people.
If Brandon says it, it won't stop us. Oh, because that's all you guys need is to be emboldened enough to never stop something once you start. I have a very complicated relationship with my chat.
Yeah, that's fair.
Squiddy Ace BC. Yes, Squiddy D. Can't wait for that one.
Squiddy D's nuts.
I hardly know her.
Be worse, be worse, be worse.
Be worse. You make me worse. You make me worse.
Brandon, your Yahoo thing is actually so wholesome. It was born out of wholesomeness. The first time I did it was actually I flipped a shoe, I think. I don't remember why I flipped a shoe.
You flipped a shoe.
It was something. Oh! Will made like a Nike joke. And I popped up and just did Yahoo and flipped it, and then it just steamrolled from there.
That's how all good jokes start. What up, Ty?
Alrighty, well, Oh, Ty's back.
Ty? I hardly
Just
know
as
her.
I was about to go. See, this always happens. I'm like, all right, I should be going.
You should go now before we're here at 3 a.m.
Well, so the final episode of Kenobi releases technically at like 3 a.m. And I've been sitting here kind of hoping, because normally I'm in bed by now,
Yeah.
especially because I woke up at like 7 a.m. today. But I've been just holding on to faith that they're just going to miraculously drop it early. Because with how into Star Wars I am, I know it's going to be spoiled for me the second that I wake up, and I don't want that to happen.
As someone who stayed up and waited for Moon Knight, it does not happen. You get 10 minutes early max.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like there was the previous episode, I stayed up till like 3 a.m. to watch. And then, yeah, literally 5 minutes after I woke up, the first thing I saw on my feed was like a screen grab from the episode that was a major spoiler. Like, why? Why?
I don't know.
Why do you do this?
I bet I could
Well,
give
you
you a
gotta
plot
get quick.
synopsis, and I've never even watched it.
Thankfully, episode 5 was the best episode yet. All the other episodes are kind of meh, but episode 5 was an incredible time.
You think 6 is gonna fix it or ruin it?
I have set my expectations very low, and I've tried to not even set any expectation. But I
Probably
know
for the
that
best.
both Ewan McGregor and Hayden Christensen have both said on multiple occasions that their favorite episode is the final one, and not just like a nonchalant way, like, oh yeah, like we enjoy the series, but the last episode, so
All right.
I'm hoping I can trust them, but we'll see. Have you heard it? Oh, somebody asked, have you heard of Bo Burnham's outtakes? I actually tried to introduce Ty and Ethan to Bo Burnham whenever we were in Atlanta together.
He did. I remember. Oh God. I remember listening to a song about Jeff Bezos. That was weird.
Yes, yeah. There's 4 of those now.
4 of them.
Which is fascinating. Which number clone am I? I've actually changed clones for each individual sentence I've said for this entire stream.
Holy shit. That's power, chat.
I said one really... I looked at it later. I'm like, that's actually really creepy. But I said a thing in Discord. Somebody asked, how many clones are there? And I said, oh, well, I don't know the exact number, but you can pretty much assume that there's a Brandon clone within 100 feet of any human at any time. So if you just look around for a bit, you'll probably find one. I'm like, that's a horrifying thing to think about. Even for me.
You caused someone to not be able to sleep that night.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Spider hiding in the corner.
Oh,
Super
that
fucking
fucking
normal. I ain't afraid of no spider.
I was singing that in my head for about 3 days. Great.
Banana, I actually typed a message to you earlier specifically saying, like, congratulations and that. I've actually been a grip on multiple TV shows.
It's true.
And different projects and stuff, and it's a good time. I hope it goes well. Don't drop anything. That is kind of the job of a grip. Don't drop things.
What is a grip?
A grip is there's multiple things that within the film industry that fall under similar umbrellas, but a grip at the end of the day is essentially someone who sets up equipment. And that can happen in multiple different areas and stuff, but there's somebody that's like setting up cameras, setting up lights, setting up rigging for what isn't even that. There's also people called riggers that do a similar thing, but a grip like sets up things, make sure they're secure. If you need something moved that's on a set, a grip will usually be the one to move it. Stuff like that. They work with like dollies and cranes and tracks, all that kind of stuff.
I see.
Anything that needs to be moved or set up, a grip usually handles, but it's usually not something that's like super digital or technical.
Yeah.
Like it's not something like, oh, I'm going to set up the camera or I'm going to tune this light. That's not what a grip does. A grip just puts it on a stand or something like that.
Ah, gotcha.
Brandon, if you ever get a chance to join the Minecraft server, will you add a house to my stack of houses we are going on? I have a house or a castle on the Minecraft server currently, but I didn't know there was a stack of houses.
It's an underground stack. Kind of got to look for it.
That's incredible.
I have to add one actually too.
It's been a bit since I joined the server. Somebody gave me an Elytra,
Lytro, I don't know.
I don't even know.
Gave up a long time ago
that.
on that one.
Gave me a bunch of fireworks to glide around on. It was great.
Dope. I
Aaron,
had to
what
tell
age did
people
you
not
get
to
your
give me
license
handouts.
at? I actually didn't have a driver's license till I was 19.
Nerd.
How's my break going? Unfortunately, I'm not in school, and so I work like 60-ish hours a week. And so there are very rarely breaks for me. But I'm specifically taking a week-long break from all work of any kind starting next week.
Oh, I think they thought
And
you were
it-
on that right now.
Ah.
Because you had
I
mentioned
don't know
that
if
in
I
the
made
other
that
stream.
public, though. Oh, yeah, I may have done that.
Yeah.
But conveniently, Will is going to be out of town, and my girlfriend is going to be out of town. So I'm going to get some good old-fashioned, uninterrupted Brandon time. It's gonna be
Kick back, hang out with my 30,000 clones that are currently in the vicinity.
Yeah. That would actually be
Ah.
sick, Ethan. I'd love to play a VR game with you.
Where did that come from?
Or because I'm just thinking of, like, I'll have time to play games with people.
I would
know you're
kill
super
to
into
be able
VR.
to play a VR game with you. Are you kidding me? I saw
don't know
Will
what we
playing
would
VR
do.
chat, and I was like, I want to DM him and see if he would ever play VR chat with me.
Oh, he would 100% play VR chat with you.
Because that sounds like a bang-in time.
We did one thing, him and I together. It was like a thing where you were like Spider-Man, kind of, and you would swing and like shoot yourself through like obstacle courses and stuff. We did that for like 3 hours. It was
Wow.
amazing.
There is a Spider-Man like actual VR game. The Spider-Man Far From Home virtual reality experience.
Oh yeah.
And it's
no,
nuts.
yeah. I played that. It's pretty cool. I wish Blade and Sorcery was multiplayer. That's the main game that I play.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's the because the Star Wars mod for Blade and Sorcery is incredible.
Oh, yeah. That makes
And
sense.
it literally is like the most realistic, like the closest you can get to actually having a lightsaber, like I feel at all. Because like the physics of the lightsaber is so good, the sounds of it are so good. You can literally chop off limbs and stuff. You can literally use the Force. It's the closest to a real life Jedi simulator that exists currently.
That sounds so cool.
Yeah, it's
I want to see you guys play Gorilla Tag.
I've never played Gorilla Tag.
We need to get you in Gorilla Tag. Not in a
And I
public
really
lobby.
want-
Not in a
I think Will's
public
played
lobby.
Gorilla Tag. But maybe that's what we could play.
Say that
Isn't
again?
there So maybe that's what we could play.
It is free.
Gorilla Tag. I never played it. People have wanted me to play it for a while.
It's such a... Oh boy. Public
eyes,
lobbies
I
are a
think.
bit rough because of 13-year-old children who think it's funny to say no words, but
Yeah.
private lobbies are sick.
It's another. I'm trying to think of what's in my Oculus library right now.
Echo VR, you ever play that?
I haven't played Echo VR.
That game's sick.
Oh, are you into mini golf?
I am, but I don't think I own any mini golf games in VR.
There's an incredible VR mini golf game called Walkabout Mini Golf.
Walkabout
And it
mini
is-
golf.
I played a couple of golf VR games, and Walkabout is one of the best ones. Me and my friend group actually play it like pretty regularly, and it's
Oh
become
my-
like a
It has a
group
10
thing.
out of 10 on Steam.
Yes, no, it's like it's an incredible game, and you get a bunch of courses for free. You get to like collect like golf balls that are all different colors that are all hidden throughout all the maps. And then whenever you complete the short version or the normal version of a map, you get a harder version. And then that harder version literally has some of the best puzzles in any game I've ever played. It's literally like scavenger hunts where you have to like follow clues to find
That's
specific
awesome.
things, and each one is individually different. It's great. It's a great
Oh my
VR
gosh,
game.
it just has positive reviews after positive review. Wow, I'll have to keep that on my radar.
Yeah, it's really good, and it's only like $15, I think.
Yeah.
There's a couple of DLCs. They're like $3 each, but it's totally worth it. It's great.
And it's cross-platform. Oh.
Yes, yeah, you can. Yeah, I think across Steam, Quest, Oculus. Yeah,
Dope.
and it has voice chat in it.
We'll throw it
so
on
you
my
don't have
wish
to do
list
an
right now.
external thing. H3 VR. Why don't I know what H3 VR is?
I think it's horseshoes, hot dogs, and hand grenades, but it abbreviates
Oh,
down to
that,
H3.
that. Yeah.
Could be wrong. Is that what that is, chat?
Yes, it is. In terms of multiplayer stuff, I have Stormland.
Stormland.
Interesting. You have
I
Stormland?
love that.
Yeah.
No, that was
That'd
one
be
of the
fun to
most
play.
disappointing VR games I've ever played because I
Yeah.
followed that game for so long and it was
I did too.
what the hell was that?
Especially
oh, it was my
because it was
fucking
made
song.
by fucking Insomniac.
Yeah. I was so hyped and it was sick. Like it was really dope, but I had a few like I was like, okay, this game will be sick if they just keep releasing content. Especially with like the weekly reset thing. It's like you could throw in like new weapons one week or like change the map or introduce a new one. Like you could do so much with it and they never did anything with it.
Yeah. Like it had
Game
an
is still sick, though.
interesting-ish world. The main thing I found, I played it with Raph. We constantly ran out of ammo.
Mm-hmm.
Did you run into that problem? Okay.
I solo. Yes, actually, on everything except the SMG.
It was a nightmare. We were constantly
Yeah.
having to pick up new weapons. I'm like, what the heck? Even after we upgraded everything, like it was a pain. But we had fun with it.
It's such a it's still to this day my favorite VR game mechanically because the mechanics feel really good in it, like gliding and throwing yourself and climbing and shooting.
Yeah.
They just need I just wish they updated it up at least once or twice more.
Yeah.
Or actually added anything. They didn't add anything to it as far as I remember. But I have an index, and I'm going to try and get Stormland working. It would be a blast to play, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to get it working.
Yeah, that's fair. Brandon, can you show us some flipping? Unfortunately, I do not have a setup right now to have a camera going, and that would take me some time to figure out, and it is very late for me. But maybe next time Stay
time.
tuned.
Yeah. All right. I don't want to
Also,
keep
yes,
you.
this is a live Blade Bias podcast. But yes,
pretty
I
much
should go.
is.
It looks like Kenobi is not going to miraculously release hours early, so I'm going to try to go to bed so I can get up early and watch it. Thanks for letting me hijack the stream, though.
Oh, for sure. Will did it. Now you've done it. Let's go. I'm collecting like little videos that I can throw into my my stream highlights playlist.
And that you have your own little like infinity gauntlet made out of made by NRB. That just you just put like I don't know skin cells into of all the people that you're abducting. I don't know.
I don't know.
Oh, I never answered that question. The final thing, Brandon, what is your favorite game genre? Sandbox kind of games, I guess. I like being able to make my own fun. Play a lot of first-person shooters. Off the top of my head, my favorite series are Halo, Legend of Zelda, Final Fantasy, a couple of the Call of Duty games, Minecraft, Terraria is up there. Blade and Sorcery is my main VR game. I love also games like Mount and Blade. I really like. Arma 3 has a mode where you can like make your own battles and stuff. And I spend a bunch of time with that. Yeah, I like making my own fun. I generally don't prefer multiplayer games because they kind of stress me out. So I like making my own fun in games. Yeah, there's the answer. Firefly V2 or Prisma? I don't know. Maybe Prisma. V2 is probably V2 or Prisma would be a more standard experience. Firefly V2 would be a weirder but also good experience.
It's weird because that's totally valid, but it's weird to call the Prisma the more normal experience.
When
I think the
compared
Prisma's
to the
kind of
Firefly,
weird. Yeah,
it
no,
is
for sure.
kind of weird. It has thin-ish handles. It's light for a metal, or for an aluminum trainer. It's pretty light, but
it was long for me, which I'm not saying is a bad thing, but my tiny little hands.
Yes. It's even much longer is it than Krake Raken. The blade sizes are the handle sizes are pretty much the same. The blade is like a quarter-inch longer.
Oh wow.
And bigger.
Oh,
anyway,
I can't wait for that.
Thanks for letting me hang out.
Thanks for coming on, giving us all that cool info.
Yeah, thanks for letting me talk about it. It was actually good talking about it right after having talked to him. He actually brought up, and I honestly really want to do this. He was like, if you guys want me to like be in a video where I explain how we do something, just let me know.
That'd be pretty cool.
I'm more than willing to do that. And one of the things I thought of was the swordfish, and how obviously there's been, a lot of naysayers about the swordfish, even me included in some
including
respects.
me as well. Yeah.
Yeah. And so like it'd be really interesting, like if we just have like a paging Lucas bit, and he just appears and he's like, yeah, so here's what kind of thought we put into that system and why we don't think it's gonna develop handle slap. That'd be cool. That'd be interesting.
Hopefully.
Yeah. But fingers crossed.
All right.
Anyway, thanks so much.
Thanks for coming on.
We'll talk soon.
See you soon.
And good night.
Have a good night.
Farewell. Not Shap. Yahoo.
Not Shap.
All the memes. See, there's
All of
one
them.
more I'm missing. Oh, just asterisk. Brandon pulls out gun.
And he's not gay.
and I'm not gay.
Yes.
Would have thought.
And there's
right. Good
somehow
night,
7 of them.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. All right. Good night, everyone.
Good night. That was cool. Shout out Brandon for coming on the stream. That was dope. Oh yeah, Shark Coming. He forgot that one. You know what? That kind of saved my stream. I'm not gonna lie. I was ready to end early. I'm gonna be completely honest. I was ready to end early and go lay in my bed and do fuck all. But Brandon coming in really kind of rejuvenated me. That was pretty cool. There is a Brandon clone within 100 feet of you. That's true. That is true. And we're gonna play VR with Brandon, hopefully. I hope that happens. I would love to play VR with Brandon. No, I don't think, chat, that would be a stream thing. So don't get your hopes up, but yeah, I was ready to just kind of head out. But a lot of you have been asking, is there anyone in here that is unaware of the Glidr stuff? Because a lot of people were asking about the Glidr stuff, and I didn't want to interrupt Brandon, and I didn't want to go off my own tangent. Is there anyone here that doesn't know, that's still wondering what the Glidr thing is? Or that cares? If you don't care, then I won't go over it again, but you and Brandon fight to the death in Blade and Sorcery. That would be pretty cool, Static. I can't lie. Need to get some sleep for my driver's test. Good luck, Judah. Okay, it seems like enough of you don't really know what's going on. So, rapid fire round. Glidr Co. announced this, which is very similar to what's in the Hydro, but they did not copy them. This is an adjustable weight system for both the Antarctic and the Arctic. You can put in the amount of pins to get more weight or less weight. It's pretty cool. They also announced a titanium Antarctic, which is essentially just an Antarctic, but titanium. That's pretty cool. I wish it was slightly different, but you know what? It'll be more durable. Great. And finally, the Everest. This is a long time ago, but G10 titanium carbon fiber, 4.1 ounces. Pretty cool. That's the Glidr stuff for you. There you go. What up, Manticore? How often does Glidr restock? I don't know. I don't know. Please play the big bad. I'm not going to play any music because I don't want to get copyright struck. Thank you, Manicore. Can you do chatters? I cannot, no. Same trainer blade on the Antarctic? Yes, I would assume so. I wish it wasn't. I wish they would change it, but I believe that it's just going to be the same. Yeah, I don't know when Glidr restocks. Alright, Eclipse, have a good night. Thanks for hanging. Damn copyright laws. Copyright laws are a good thing. But the way that YouTube implements them is not. The way that YouTube enforces them is not. Kill stream, thank you, Zilson. I'm gonna chop up that Brandon part. I'm gonna chop up the Brandon part and post it in the stream highlights playlist. The stream highlights playlist hasn't seen some activity in quite a while, so it'll be pretty good to get that going again. At least it's better than Twitch. Is it though? On Twitch, you can... When I streamed on Twitch, you could do whatever the fuck you wanted if you were small enough. What's Twitch's copyright laws nowadays? Because on YouTube, if you play the wrong thing, they kind of just stop your stream. I play whatever music and I do not get in trouble. Exactly. If you're small enough, you literally can... Remember when you got 5 clips from like the one stream? Yeah, I mean, I could have that playlist could be 50 videos long, but I don't justify. So I guess with the stream highlights, I have a lot of stream highlights that I could put in that playlist, but go in that playlist and see how many views that they get. And I'm not a view person, but spending all that time chopping up clips to post a 5-second clip that's unlisted and that no one really cares about, it's not really worth it. Brandon said one time you were streaming and he came in and heard something he shouldn't have and like completely hijacked the stream and whatnot. So why was... Huh? Barbos, I, if possible, would like to be a part of that Destiny stream. Pause, champ. Brandon said one time you were streaming and he came in and heard something he shouldn't have and like completely hijacked the stream. I don't know what that means, Judah. I'm sorry. Secret stream so we can recommend. No, if I get off stream, I'm getting off stream. I don't want to do a secret stream tonight. Especially not. I'm gonna. So the thing with secret stream and music, the thing with music suggestions in general is I generally don't like music that chat suggests. I generally very much so don't enjoy music that chat suggests. And once you let one person suggest a song, then everyone wants to suggest a song. And everyone. And then there's no way for me to play the music that I'm looking to listen to or to just chill. There's no way to just chill and play like a game or something because people keep recommending music that I have to go find on Spotify and play and listen to and give feedback on because they always want feedback. So like music suggestion streams and unless I had some automated way to do it, which I could do, generally not going to happen. I just want someone to hear the Big Bad Beetlemorph song. I don't know what that is. What kind of music are you into? The last music that I can say I was into was like alt rock. But it's changed so much in the past few months. I don't have a favorite artist. I don't have a favorite... I mean, I have a favorite song. Currently it's Soap by the Oh Hellos, but I don't have a favorite artist because I listen to so many different artists. And like I said, my music taste has changed so much in the past few months that I can't really pin it down to one specific genre. Hey, my own stream is getting recommended to Blade Bias. Budo, you son of a bitch. Ethan wants the Hydro? Damn, it will probably have unfixable tap. Which is really fucking funny, I'm not gonna lie. Oh boy. You listen to the Oh Hellos? I've started to because Will, when we listened to Will's speakers, he played the Oh Hellos, he played Lunar Vacation, he played a bunch of like really weird songs, and I've added a bunch of them to my playlist. I just play music with one earphone in while watching your streams. That's pretty cool. my U12TS, I'm assuming, are those earbuds? Generally, I like just personally am kind of weird about trying other people's earbuds and letting other people try my earbuds. It's just because my ears are very dirty. And granted, these things have actually stayed remarkably clean considering how far in they go to my ear, but turns out the Oh Hellos are actually a Christian band, so that's interesting. I generally don't let that influence my view on a band. If a band makes good music, that's generally all I care about. I don't really do any research on who they are outside of that. Unironically, I bought Rakens and they're not bad. Maybe I don't want to like talk down your purchase, but I almost guarantee you that if you get a pair of like other IEMs, you might not think the same about Rakens. Why are my messages not going through? I couldn't tell you. I just find it cool. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah, your internet's probably just not. I don't have any sort of filtering going on YouTube chat. Tsunami trainer or Kraken trainer? Tsunami trainer. That's a no-brainer. Gotcha, banana. I've been thinking about getting... Oh my god, why am I so... Oh, IEMs. They're pretty good. These are my KZZEX Pros, also known as the CRNs, I believe. They're very good. They're very, very, very good. I just kind of, I'm so used to having wireless earbuds that I, like, tap them to try and play music, but it doesn't work. Play the first thing I sent you on stream. Play the first thing I sent you. What does that mean? Sent me where? I know it's shit. It's not shit. It's just, so my problem with Rakens, and probably the reason that I would never accept a sponsorship from them, is that they basically blatantly lie in their marketing, and they say that they're the best for the price, or that they're twice as good as the competition that's twice as expensive, when it's just blatantly not true. Like, a pair of Rakens costs you what? I'm gonna pay dearly for looking this up, so I hope you all appreciate this. They don't even have a price. They don't even have a price. Hello? Oh, 80 bucks. For 80 bucks? These are half the price, and they're probably... I've tried Rakens before. These are half the price. Granted, they're wired. These are half the price, and they are, I guarantee you, 5 times better. Which, again, I'm not trying to, like, shit talk your earbuds. They're not bad. I just have a problem with how they market themselves. Because they do not sound... for 80 bucks, they do not sound twice as good as the competition. They beat AirPods, maybe. But Galaxy Bud Pros, widely considered to be like some of the best wireless, truly wireless earbuds from like Critical. destroy them. And those are the competition that they talk about. Even the normal Galaxy Bud line probably destroy them. So it's not that I have a problem with their product, because their product, it's subjective. If you like how they sound, you like how they sound. I just have a problem with their marketing. And that's why I'll never be sponsored by them. I'll never accept a sponsorship from Raken, because I don't feel comfortable sitting here talking through their talking points that are like, oh yeah, Raycons are twice as good for half the price. They're not. They're not. What up? Yes, I agree. You have any interest in planar IEMs? I guess I'd like to try them one day, and I do have a passing interest in them, like technology-wise. I don't know if I'd ever own a pair, though. Depends how good they are. I got a pair of Sony WH-1000XM4s $100 off. Pretty good, TBH. Are those the in-ear earbuds or the over-ears? Those are the over-ears, right? What up, Procky? Over-ears. Yeah, I have a pair of those. I carry them with me everywhere in my backpack. They're good. Out of the box, you have to EQ them, but they're good. And their noise canceling's nuts. The 7 Hertz by Timeless? I mean, are they like fucking nuts expensive? Planar magnetic earbuds? Yeah, they're fucking $250. No thank you. No thank you. I do not want to spend any more money on... Oh, those are different ones. They're 220. 220. I don't want to spend any more money on earbuds. I have... For right now, I'm good on earbuds. I have these things and I have my Galaxy Buds Pro, and I'm happy with that. You have any suggestions for a backup pair of earbuds, or should I just get another pair? If you have the money, look into the Galaxy Buds lineup. Look into the Galaxy Buds Plus, the Galaxy Buds 2, the Galaxy Buds Pro. Because those are great. Specifically the Galaxy Buds OG, the Galaxy Buds 2, and the Galaxy Bud Pros. I'd maybe stay away from the pluses just because the 2s kind of replace them. But thoughts on the new Glidr announcement? It looks really cool. I'm really interested to see how it works in practice. We're balisong flippers. It's not like we don't waste our money from time to time. No, that's very true. The fuck does truly wireless mean? If they don't have wires, they are truly wireless? Well, exactly. So there's some earbuds that are technically wireless, but they have a wire that goes between the two earbuds. Kind of like, imagine this, if I cut off this cable, there's a wire connecting the two earbuds, but then they're wireless from that. So I think truly wireless earbuds is a somewhat good way to put that. Wireless product, open them, they have wires inside, not wireless. It's like DankPod's calling the Bluetooth DAC that he has wireless, and it's like, no, it's not, because you have a wire going from your head into the DAC, and then a Bluetooth signal. But what do I know? Are you planning on getting an OG? Definitely not going to get an OG4. Maybe an Everest if it's really good, but it's a bit too expensive. Although it comes out next year. Maybe next year I'll have the money for it. We'll see. Galaxy Bud Pros I can highly recommend. Noise canceling is not on par, but very close to the Sony XM4s. And the sound is pretty good, if not a little bit bass heavy, but overall they're just fantastic headphones. Or earbuds, like EDC earbuds. I always get these mixed up. They're amazing wireless daily driver earbuds. Tried a Sahara? No, I have not tried a Sahara. I would like to, but they're discontinued now, so. You tried Telestra's Marin Light? I never was able to get my hands on the Marin Light. Never was able to try it. I was in a call with balisong flipping today. The dude said he could beat anyone in a flipping comp. The dude, he's just a troll. Anything he says is just trying to get a reaction out of you. He's just a troll. Anyone who actually participated in Bally Comp could slap the shit out of him. Yeah, but could he beat me in the eyes of God? Yeah, every bad YouTuber. Okay, I shouldn't say bad YouTuber. That's a bit unfair of me. Every controversial YouTuber has an army. Has a fucking army of brainwashed children that will do anything for them. Look at any of the douches that have come out of YouTube. Logan Paul, Jake Paul, balisong flipping. I can't even, like, I've so far removed myself from so many of the, I can't even remember, but like, they all have armies of children who think they're hot shit. Is Dream controversial? I mean, I don't like Dream's content, but I don't think he's like racist, right? I think his community is he's doxed people on several occasions. Really? How have I never heard of this? How have I never heard of this? What the hell? A faceless YouTuber doxes other people? That is irony in the greatest form. I mean, I don't like Dream. His content isn't something I'm into, and his community is horrendously bad, especially on Twitter. All the big Minecraft streamers just have toxic, terrible communities. Should I unsub from balisong flipping? No, dude. If you enjoy his content, then support him however you want. Only you can make that decision. I'm not going to tell you to unsub from someone just because I don't like them, or I don't think they're the best person to follow. You only can make that choice. Only other streamer I watch is Ludwig. Yeah, I'm on the same vein. I watch Ludwig, like Atrioc, and Stans. Those are the three. And if any of those three ever become controversial, then I have just lost faith in the entire internet. He said he can do everything, but it's not smooth, so he doesn't film it. It's not smooth, so he doesn't film it. Okay, dude. I guarantee you, if you went up to known lyrics, the winner of Bally Comp, the undisputed best flipper of Blade Show, he wouldn't even say that he can do everything. He would still tell you things that he could work on and improve. Anyone who says that they can never improve at anything are just big egomaniacs. It would be like me saying I can do everything, but I just don't do it because it's not fun. It's like, I obviously can't do everything. I do the same combo every 5 seconds. Like, you fell asleep on BC? Oh boy. Opinions on Fuse Tea? The drink? Yeah, Ludwig's great. Which is why I say, like, if any controversy ever befalls Ludwig, I give up. I give up on the internet. He's very entertaining and he seems like a stand-up guy. Like, besides Will and Brandon, but I'm kind of biased because I talk to Will and Brandon, so, you know. Got a Medusa, Prisma, and Reps. Oh, that's sick, Procky. Imagine if someone like Corbin goes up against a kid. I mean, yeah, that's what I'm saying. When you say that you can beat everyone, talk shit, get hit, I guess. I took a class called Discrete Math in college, and it talked about the importance of saying what, like, saying what you mean. If I say I can beat everyone, then I better be prepared to beat everyone. If one person can beat me, then that statement is not true. And just having a class like that really made me think about the things that I say. If I say that that no one in my audience is a bad person, all it takes is one person to disprove that statement. One person being a bad person disproves that entire statement. Can you check gaming channel on Discord? Corbin is nuts, yeah. What days do you think Glidr may drop? I have no idea, dude. I only have the info that you have, and they said they said like mid-July. There's nothing in the gaming chat, Leo. I wish I got to talk to Corbin. I didn't know he had like actual prototypes done of his balisong. I would have loved to try and flip one. Gonna go on the Discord server later? That's a hard maybe, Zilsid. Maybe, but probably not. We'll see. Oh, I forgot to turn back up the music. My bad, chat. YouTuber I'm talking about is Scott the Waz. Oh yeah, Scott the Waz. Captain Sparkles, also. He's the one Minecraft YouTuber that I still have faith in. That collab vid on the Squid Trainer was fire. Thank you. I thought I did that video because I'm still in my college dorm room in that video. I would not agree on, you want to, why Farbos? He's a lot better than all the other. There's a group that very much so dislikes him. What group and why do they dislike him? Is it a bunch of Dream fanboys who can't handle that someone over the age of 15 is playing Minecraft? Me. What? Okay. Why do you hate Captain Sparkles? The only guy who stays and has stayed true to his roots. He's such a chill, like I retweeted a tweet a long time ago, and don't try and go find my Twitter because I'm not active on it. Let me see if I can find it. Someone tweeted out around the time that all the Call Me Carson shit happened. Yeah. Captain Sparkle is one of the oldest Minecraft YouTubers, never canceled, no scandals, pure gift from God. He is a pure gift from God. MC YouTuber equals red flag. Okay. Farbos. You're talking about one of the OGs of YouTube. Has been doing this for 12 years plus. Has like 11 million subscribers, has a ton of cool cars, and is rich as fuck, but you never know it. He's fairly humble. And he just seems like a down-to-earth dude. He just started a series that's like, that takes me back straight to 2016, like barely edited episodic Minecraft content. Because he does not care about doing the fucking YouTube algorithm anymore. Popular MMOs. He's had some controversy. You see his video explaining that? I did. And I watched the episode he put out today. I felt like he was the first YouTuber I ever watched, so I admit I'm a bit biased when it comes to him. I have a lot of nostalgia around him. But yeah, like it transported me. The video I watched today transported me straight back to I started watching him in 2014. The video I watched took me straight back to like 2016. I don't think he's in prison, Farbos. Who, in your opinion, is the most controversial YouTuber? I have no idea, dude. You're talking to someone who tries to stay out of the drama, who tries to watch the blessed YouTubers, like Ryan Trey. Who won the giveaway? I haven't drawn it yet. At the very least, was imprisoned for domestic abuse. Oh, boy. Popular MMOs got divorced. Were they married? I guess they were. Still 8 days left for giveaway. I changed it. I'm going to draw it on Friday. I haven't watched Captain Sparkles in years. I regularly admit that. The last Captain Sparkles video I watched was on his vlog channel. Jordan Marin. And he hasn't uploaded on that in over a year. So... Did you ever get a folder? I do. I have a folder right behind me. I'm trying not to keep it near my desk because I don't want to play with it because it's sharp as shit. But I got my folder. Spyderco Tenacious, carbon fiber scales, serrated, partially serrated edge. Sharp as shit. And pretty good for the price I paid for it. You're gonna draw a giveaway on stream? No, I'm not. No, I'm gonna make a video for that. Can you check Ultra Kill on Steam and look at the reviews? Leo, I'm not interested in looking at a game on stream. I only looked at the game that Brandon told me about because we might play VR. I will look at like 2 reviews, but if it's nothing, unless you're telling me this because it's like super funny, I'm not going to spend too much time on it. Any update on Carved? I have not heard back from Carved, no. Humans are not supposed to be doing this. The first game to offend Amish people directly. What the fuck does that even mean? Doom Eternal if it was on crack and also heroin and also methamphetamines and also cocaine in every conceivable way. Cool. Seems like a good game. I'm just not a huge gamer anymore. Anything new happening? Just got in. No, not much. Just typical balisong stuff, you know. Hung out with Brandon on stream a bit. And yeah. Not a single YouTube video on Minecraft is I've enjoyed. I mean, that's fair. That's fair. I definitely don't think that Sparkles will get you re-interested in Minecraft. You have to have that either nostalgia for his channel or that love for the game. I've been watching a lot of Minecraft videos lately, boys. People are doing some wacky shit. Someone made a single... There's a dude who theory crafted how to make a single block of dirt floating in the void into a full sky block. And it's one of the most interesting Minecraft videos I've watched in years. Unironically. I'm actually going to link it to you guys because I love it that much. You might think it's clickbait, and you might think this guy actually does it. How to play through most of Minecraft from one grass block. What the fuck up, chain smokers? You know Wi-Fi's? No. The Glidr announcement, it is a Glidr announcement is a modular weight system and titanium Arctic or Antarctic. Yeah, he goes into heavy detail, spawn cycles, the back end code, spawning algorithm, like it's nuts. He actually goes from this... Well, he doesn't actually do it, because to actually do it, it would take months of your life. But he proves that it is possible to go from this singular block of grass into everything that you can see on this island. Including things like redstone, pumpkins, iron golems, water, sand, cactus, turtle eggs, fucking aquariums. Like if you go through his house, honey, diamond tools, enchanted shit like redstone, iron golem farm, glowstone, bees, bats. Like, it's insane. All from this block of grass. So go watch that video if you're at all interested in how Minecraft works, because it's a phenomenal video. And in fact, I don't even have it liked. Oh, there's an update. Interesting. Okay, cool. Yeah, great video. Go check it out. What's the first step? The first step is to jump off the block at a precise time to get a skeleton to spawn, and then kill it with daylight. Yeah, Zil said the Marin trainer exists. It was a Blade Show exclusive. Oh, Minecraft is such a crazy game when you look behind the scenes. Although I will say the guy has other videos on his channel. He did all of that work into looking into Minecraft, and he didn't even know that you could put a item into an offhand, which I think is an update that came out 4 years ago, 5 years ago at this point. So I was like, that's funny. You can turn a block of grass into fucking skyblock, but you didn't know you could put stuff in your offhand? My man. Watch your story. How did you figure out you're not supposed to spin it around your finger? Because I got cut. Because I spin it around my finger, and that's what caused the cut on my finger. Try a planarian. I never got to try a planarian at Blade Show, no. Hashtag? Not tonight. We'll do the hashtag next stream. And speaking of next stream, chat, I think it is about that time. Will you ever enter BallyComp? If not, why not? I think you're good. Yeah, I have a cut right here on my finger. You guys can't see it. It has skin over it, but there is a pretty deep cut on my finger right there. Yeah, you guys can barely see it. It's like right there, but it's all from spinning that thing on my finger. But no, I won't ever enter BallyComp because I don't perform well in front of an audience. Especially, well, I do to a certain extent. I would not be able to pull off balisong tricks in front of a live audience. I also don't have the flow, nor the amount of moves down smooth in order to enter BallyComp with any expectations of going anywhere past the first round. So maybe I would enter just to say fuck it, but I would never get past the first round. I appreciate that you think I'm good, though. Have a good night, Judah. Mako 8 out of 10 for an Arctic 6 out of 10 worth. Does the Arctic still have good tolerances? That's what matters. If you can still crank the Arctic and not get a lot of play out of it, then that's totally worth it. What's up with the interest in joining me for a Destiny stream? Because I told you I would play Destiny with you, and I haven't yet, and I feel bad about that. Bored with no games? No, I haven't played games. Like, I'm just genuinely haven't played games. It's not that I'm bored or anything. I just genuinely haven't sat down to play a game. But it's just mostly that, like I said, I told you I would, and I haven't yet, and I feel bad about that, so. Vortex sounds great. Oh, the Vortex. Whew. There's a lot to catch up on, old man. I have someone who goes to college with me who will talk your ear off all day about Destiny. So I think I'm actually updated more than you think I am. I want to get a Tenacious. Any complaints? And do you see it viable for SD? I'm sorry, I'm a noob. What's SD? Shortstops are pretty cool, maybe. They're tough to learn, but they're pretty good. Oh, viable for self-defense. I don't know if you want to get a Tenacious specifically for self-defense. I think it's a better EDC. I'm not a huge knife guy, so I don't really know anything. You probably would want to get a different knife specifically for self-defense. But if you wanted to get a knife that's like EDC, that if you really needed to, like, you could probably defend yourself with this thing pretty well. Like, it's sharp. I don't know if it would hold up to being stabbed into someone. That's morbid, but for an EDC, it's really good. For an EDC, I really like it. For self-defense only, I'd probably look elsewhere. Ow. Fuck. That was a bad one. The fucking latch caught. So instead of just slowly lowering, no, okay, that was not my fault. That was legitimately this thing's fault. Instead of slowly lowering onto my finger like that, it fucking caught in between my nail. And it, yeah. Well, we're fine. All right, I'm gonna go take care of this. Thank you everyone for coming along to the stream. I will see you all in the next one. Peace out. Have a good night, everyone. I hope you're well. And I will talk to you all in the next one. Peace out, everyone. Bye. Yeah, don't worry, it's not a bad cut, it just caught in a bad place. Like, right in between my nail. So, yeah, we're good. Have a good night, everyone.